16 here at Memorial Stadium in Austin. It's the Schulenburg Shorthorns and the Goldthwaite Eagles, two teams who are no strangers to each other, Jeff.
Exactly. 2 years ago, playing in the Dome, the same situation, the state championship. They've been on a good roll since then, so have we. There's a lot of black, you can say it's a lot of black in common here on both sides of the field and so on. Fairly well know each other, some of them, being on the same field in the past 2 years. Expect a good game out of this. The weather shouldn't be a big factor, a lot on the line today.
The last 3 state championships in Class 2 have been claimed by either Schulenburg or Goldthwaite. In 1991, the Shorthorns won the state championship with a victory over Albany. Then in 1992, beat the Goldthwaite Eagles. Last year, it was Goldthwaite's turn. Schulenburg knocked out in the regionals. Goldthwaite won the state championship with a 14-2 mark. And now this year, we meet again. Schulenburg 15-0. The Goldthwaite Eagles are 14-0-1. That tie came in the area round of the state playoffs. They tied Riesel 14-14, but advanced on penetrations. And Jeff, you made a comment about that a couple of weeks ago. If a team ties, you kind of wonder about them. They get in on virtue of penetrations.
Definitely. That's a hard pill to swallow in the playoffs when you are knocked out in the case of the penetrations. I'm a full fan of seeing some sort of playoff system implemented where that is taken care of. But nonetheless, you don't know the quality of the team they were playing. Maybe they were worthy of being here also, possibly. You have to commend their coach on doing a heck of a job on bringing this team back. They were supposed to be in a rebuilding year after last year losing a lot of starters and some all-state players and so on. Hats off to him bringing them this far again.
Coach Gary Profit has done a wonderful job with his team. There's no doubt about it. Since the tie against Riesel, the Eagles have blown everybody out with the exception of Archer City, which was at one point ranked number 1 by the Harris polls. The Horns, on the other hand, last week, the big win over Groveton, 33-6. The week before, the win over East Bernard, 33-20. The big win the prior week against Refugio. Schulenburg has played the top competition from week number 1 when we started with Hallettsville in the blowout. All 4 3A teams, a Class 4A school, the strong district schedule, the playoffs, they haven't stumbled.
Well, I think that's going to do nothing but help us. We've talked about that earlier. And the quality of the competition does. Being that we came through this unscathed and really healthy, God, that's a big plus. With the quality of the schedule we played, you might have expected to see some bumps and bruises and some people, maybe not 100% at this point.
Well, the Schulenburg Shorthorns placed 6 players on the Class 2A All-State first team. Also had some second-teamers and some honorable mentions. We're going to tell you about those players in just a moment, but I want to tell you that this state championship football game on Channel 16 is being brought to you by Schulenburg Glass Company. That's Mike and Phyllis Sharitza. Chuck Brown Ford, Don Blancett, Victoria Bank and Trust, Prime Industries, Kenneth and Mary Jane Berger, Maine Productions, Otto, Elaine, Christy, and Aaron Kutzian, Fayette Savings, First Bank, Coastal Bank, Pat and Shine Chris, Sharon, John, and Brian Enders are supporting the Shorthorns, Dennis, Agnes, and Dennis Urick, Stanley and Carolyn Segura, and Jerry's Phillips 66, that's Jerry and Gladys Majicek. It's a state championship, Schulenburg and Goldthwaite, right here on Channel 16. Well, as we mentioned, Shorthorns placed 6 players on the first team All-State. They include All-State quarterback Stephen Sarton, the All-Stater, Dustin Bozel, the center, All-State first team, and Greg Segura, one of the offensive tackles. And the wide receivers, Jamie Jackson was first team All-State. First team defense, Sam Brown and Chad Ginnert. And the offensive player of the year was Stephen Sarton. Second team offense, Dan Dagan, the offensive line. Second team defense, Ricky Hernandez of Schulenburg, defensive line. Honorable mention ends, Kevin Mark. And running back, Jason Houston. Kicker, Barry Shepard. Honorable mention defensive back, Stephen Adams. Jeff, that's quite a tribute to the Schulenburg Shorthorns.
Oh, most definitely. It shows we're a well-rounded team in placing that many players with that many postseason statistics, and expect them to keep rolling in as the next week or so holds. So I think we're going to fill the slots pretty good, especially if we come out with a convincing win today.
Goldthwaite, on the other hand, had the first team defensive player Kent Schillings, a defensive lineman. Second team linebacker Paul Wiesebush. Honorable mention offense Travis King, he's on the line. And Heath Nichols, a running back, along with their quarterback, Keith Cockrum. And we'll talk about Keith in just a moment. But I want to tell you that Schulenburg Shorthorns football is being brought to you by Tom and Carla Romine and family, Joe, Janie, Joe Jr., and James Schromick, along with Edmund and Velma Glass, James and Dolly Hatfield, Larry, Marianne, and Beth Aiding, Wayne and Susan Segura Guzman, Conley and Nancy Brown, Brendan and Amber, Schulenburg Chiropractic Clinic, it's Dr. Michael Moore, Dennis, Kathy, and Katie Kleiber, Schulenburg Tires, Alfredo and Mildred Valenzuela, Bubba and Karen Dagan, Herb and Virginia Rhodey, Eugene and Dorothy Holas, Pat Sweet Shop, and the Flower Box. They are your Christmas store, and this is Schulenburg Shorthorns State Championship Football right here on Channel 16. So we thank all those, of course, those fine sponsors making it possible. Jeff, every week we talk about keys. What about here in the state title game?
Well, everybody knows that we're facing another running team, which is going to be the big key again to stop that run. They're attempting only, I think, 780, 90 yards of passing, something to that effect, which is not a really hefty average when you're looking over 15 games. Rushing-wise, the quarterback and the running back, their main running back, are both over 1,200 yards, which is a formidable weapon right there in itself. We're going to have to, in our end of the field, we're going to have that balanced attack we've had week after week. That is, there's nothing to be expected to Schulenburg. What are you going to do week after week? How are you going to stop them? You got to have that balanced attack. They're going to blitz us. We know that, to try to disrupt our passing game. So we're going to have to pick up that blitz. Coach Houston said that's very imperative to be able to pick up that blitz. We have to stop that quarterback. He's 180 pounds, a good-sized young man, a good runner. He has had some, when they have passed, it has been successful. Look for it inside the 30 to try to get that score on a 30, 25-yard pass. That is when they've been the most efficient with their passing game. So they don't necessarily, they get the run to get to that point, and then you never know from inside 30 where they're going.
Jeff, the Schulenburg defense has done such an outstanding job all season long. With Coach Brad Oden, visiting with him earlier, he said they remind me a lot of Groton. They try to run the mix-ups. He said, actually, they try to do a lot of things that try to confuse you, but the way we've been playing, we think we can handle that.
Well, I've always said and I've always believed that you can't win on trickery. You have to play smash-mouth football and be able to win on the field. And trickery might get you a score or two, but it's not going to win the game for you usually. I mean, there has been instances where near the end of the game that has won the game for you or something like that. But that's, something we're going to have to deal with, and hopefully that we can keep that into a minimum and control that.
The weather probably won't play a factor. It's kind of a cloudy, overcast day here in the state capitol in Austin. It's cool temperatures. It's kind of windy where we are. We were down on the field for a long period of time, Jeff. It wasn't that bad.
No, it was really, really nice down there. We couldn't ask for much better of a day. The clouds are so high that we're not going to expect any rain out of all this. The flags aren't flying real straight there. I mean, they've got a slight breeze to keep them going. But I don't expect it to be a factor.
This is Schulenburg Shorthorns State Championship Football right here on Channel 16. Shorthorn Football brought to you by Mr. B Fireworks, Tom Vargas owner. More bang for your bucks. Foxfire Builders, that's J.O. Renner. Diamond S Restaurant, 10 Frame Bowling Alley. Audubon Travel Shop, IMCO, Ken and Sherry Banks owners. Krumcheck Wagner Insurance Agency, Kelly and Doris Sarden. Schulenburg Livestock Auction Incorporated. Zimmerman's Garage, Vernon and Fallen Zimmerman owners. Schulenburg Printing and Office Supplies and Sports Specialties, the Proschke families. Dan and Jill Tabor. Baumgarten Matula, Bruce and Cindy Bozel. Charles and Gail Bout, and Oak Ridge Smokehouse. That's Robert and Pam Bezetsny and Narissa. Well, we talked about some of the fine players. Stephen Sarton, the All-State quarterback. Stephen is just 1 yard away from becoming the second all-time season passing leader in Class 2A. He is currently ranked third. Behind him, a fellow by the name of Bo Adams. That's Jeffrey Bo Adams, of course, with Schulenburg, now with Texas Tech, playing in the Cotton Bowl on New Year's Day. Bo had 2,464 yards. Starting right now stands at 2,847. There's a young man who has 2,848, and the all-time season leader is Jason Haas, Jay Hess of Eastland. Back in 1982, threw for 3,154 yards. Stephen's going to have an outing of about 250 yards today or more. Well over 300 yards. Over 300 yards if he wants to beat that. But Jeff, it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
That's a tall order, but you never know. With the weather not being such a big factor, anything's possible.
Jamie Jackson has the school record for receptions, yardage with 1,600.
Also the state record.
The state record in 2A is held by Chris Brazel of Alice with 1,931 yards. Then it's Frank Hernandez with 1,757. Daniel Adams was third, but now it's Jamie Jackson with 1,617. And, of course, Daniel Adams, another Schulenburg product who's playing college football, with 1,522 yards. These are the all-time.
That's 5A and all, right?
5A and all.
Okay,
So
2A, he's the leader.
2A, Jamie is the leading all-time in a season with 1,617. All these stats, you know, we talked about all this, Jeff, but it really depends upon those 11 against 11 down on the field. And
there are 11 good players against 11 good players. Anything can happen today. You don't get to the state finals by being a patsy. You have to, you know, beat some good teams. Archer City was up there all year, and then, you know, maybe that was a surprise in beating Archer City, but, you know, when you're repeating state champions, if you've done something right, and you've got some good players coming back nonetheless.
Looking at Coach Proffitt's lineup, Jeff, we've got 8, 9, maybe 10 guys that are going to go both ways tonight for Goldthwaite, according to the lineup that he gave us. And this is quarterback, defensive back, Keith Cockrum, 3-year starter quarterback. He was beaten by Schulenburg 35-20 a few years ago when he was a sophomore.
We were looking at that, and if we weren't mistaken, I talked to a few other fans, we were thinking there was an Aldridge that was a quarterback. And I looked at some of the other stats, and I think it was an Aldridge. Maybe he wasn't a quarterback starter when he was a sophomore. Maybe he was another position starter. I don't think he was a starting quarterback for years. The last two, because that boy was a senior, if I remember right. But nonetheless, he's a 3-year starter.
He's tough. Heath Knuckles will start at running back and at safety, 165-pounder. Chris Conrad, a tight end and a defensive back. The fullback is Louis Barrera. Cheyenne Horton will start at running back and defensive end. Offensive guard and nose guard is Adam Young at 205. The center and linebacker, Kent Schillings, all-stater, 185. Travis King, the offensive guard and defensive end, is 185. Jason Higginbotham, offensive tackle and linebacker, 170. Cody Odom, offensive tackle and defensive lineman, at 220. These are starters both ways, along with Damon Hunt, offensive tackle and defensive tackle. The tight end is J.T. Aldridge, sophomore, and Paul Wheelbush is the linebacker. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players for Goldthwaite will suit it up offensively and defensively starting tonight.
Well, if Coach Usman plays like he has been playing, we're going to string them out and make them run and try to tire out those big linemen, and hopefully that'll wear them out both sides so we can take advantage and control that line of scrimmage.
You made a point, Jeff, when we were down on the field after visiting with Coach Proffitt. You said it looks like the Goldthwaite team from a few years ago when we had the Cubs boy that just went outside and sealed his block, and we had a running back ran right around him and ran all over him all day. It was Jason Houston back when he was a sophomore.
Well, we got the same, another sophomore coming back, and maybe he'll shine this day too and get his chance to have his day in the sun. I think, you know, you never know what kind of defensive changes they've made, but if we can continue to have that outside running game like we did back then, that could be a big plus for us.
Well, the outside is going to be important. The Goldthwaite Eagles are out on the field. They are the defending state champions. Of course, the Shorthorns beat Goldthwaite 2 years ago for state, and of course the prior year beat Albany. So Schulenburg is looking for their 3rd state championship in 4 years. Goldthwaite is looking to repeat and join the ranks of Groveton and Schulenburg as teams that can repeat.
Exactly. That's a high, you know, that's a big plus if you can do that. I mean, it says a lot for your program, a lot for your staff, especially in these smaller classification schools where you're looking at a large turnover of players where, you know, you lose a quality player in 2A, it could really hurt you in the next year.
You know, you can look at it this way. Goldthwaite is looking, hey, we can be one of the 3 teams that claim the last 6 state championship, with Groveton winning in 88 and 89, right. Schulenburg 91 and 92, Goldthwaite last year 93. So, you know, it's quite, and they're from all different regions too, so it says something for the programs. Goldthwaite is on the field. We're still waiting for the horns to come out, and you're watching the state 2A football championship. Schulenburg and Goldthwaite right here on Channel 16. Schulenburg Shorthorn football is brought to you by Tom and Dolores Sanders, Gallup Supermarket, Leo's Stop and Shop, Leo's Sheer Genius, and upstairs at the downstairs, Mayor Leo Kopetsky, Dave Ian, and Kenny. The Record Rack, Barry and Melissa Shepard, Carrie and Lori Bauer, Jean, Barbara, and Christine Ginnert, the Headhunters family, Royce and Jeanette Huge, Casper's Department Store, Frank's Supply, Swanky Baumgarten Funeral Home, that's Bill Mark and Brian Clazel, 3D Belt Company, Sharice and Steve Dees, they back the Horns and the Lady Horns, and Frank's Restaurant, I-10 Highway 77. Schulenburg, offering 65 years of superior food and service. Jeff, not much more can be said other than the attitude of the Schulenburg Shorthorns, Jeff. They knew, and they know how important this one is today.
Well, there's no tomorrow, of course. You know, there's not a next game to worry about. You lay everything out on the field today. There's no tomorrow. Tomorrow's basketball for everybody, no matter what happens here. And you don't want to go out on a bad note. You want to go out on a good note with the state championship, and you know, nothing would make Schulenburg. Everybody would trade their Christmas in Schulenburg for that state championship.
Something I like. Groveton came out with over 7 minutes left on the clock, and they're going to sit cold on their sidelines while the Horns are still in the locker room under the tutelage of Coach David Hoosman. There's still 5.5 minutes left on the clock before kickoff is scheduled. So they're take their sweet time, and it gives us an opportunity to tell you about the offense for the Schulenburg Shorthorns. And the All-State quarterback, of course, is Steven Sarton. Running backs, Derek Jackson and Bradley Wright. The split end, Kurt Bezetsny. The flanker is Jamie Jackson. The tight end, Kevin Mark. If you want to say this, I'm going to call them the All-State offensive line. No, there's not a better 5 offensive linemen than right here. Well, Dustin Bozel, Chris Urick, and Donovan Huge, Greg Segur, and Dan Dagan.
Am I right that every one of them got some kind of honor?
They sure did.
So, I mean, what else can you say?
You can say they're one of the top. There's no doubt. There's Coach David Hoosman coming out, and so are the Shorthorns. And what we're going to want to do right here is just let you listen to the reception that the Shorthorns are going to receive here as we are on the Schulenburg side at Memorial Stadium.
For the school song of Schulenburg, directed by Joe.
Well, the Horns are making their way out. What they're doing, they're walking through every team they beat in the playoffs. The last one, Groveton. Of course, that big ball game last week at Kyle Field. As we get the banner up, we'll let you listen to this Horns crowd here at the state championship. Final mission state championship, Jeff. That's kind of the feeling we all have here this evening as the Horns get ready to line it up.
I like the idea of them waiting last like that, doing all that, and maybe making them anticipate the game a little more, let their nerves get a little more edge.
Even though Goldthwaite is the defending state champion, Jeff, they've got to feel, though, that they are the underdog.
I think so. I think the whole state has made them feel that way with the rankings all year and with the polls that came out this week and decided on the point spread and so on.
What was, I didn't see the line.
I think it was 12 points, I believe.
You know, looking at the returning 19 lettermen for Schulenburg, 10 offense, 10 non-defensive starters. Everybody knew that this team had the opportunity to be playing here on the final week of the high school football season.
Well, we're talking about a lot of experience in the playoffs. Even though we didn't went to the regional finals last year, these guys have been through 3 state games now, so they do have the edge in the playoff experience. Even though they didn't win it last year, they're going to have the edge. I think a lot of these guys are probably going to be real close on time. But what can you say? Coach Houston's prepared them well.
Yes, he has. Steven Sarton, Barry Shepard, Chad Kendard, and Kevin Mark are your starters. And the Horns have won the toss, and the Shorthorns say, let's play offense.
We want the ball.
And by the way, for you trivia buffs, yes, you're seeing black uniforms. 6th week in a row, Coach David Hoosman has won the toss and we're the home team.
I found out a little tidbit to add to that. Coach Oden has been calling the tosses. So it's been Coach Oden that has had the luck.
Coach Oden?
Just on the toss. Coach Houston's made the decisions, of course, what we're going to play and all that kind of things. But on the toss, the call of the toss, Coach Oden has been getting that credit.
Jeff, it's what you play for. It's why you sweat blood in August and play the full season and go through the two-a-days and the aches, the pains, the hurts, the wins, the losses. This is what it's all about, state championship game.
But I guarantee you, Kevin, when you've got the quality of Tina Shorthorns, you don't mind 2-a-days, you don't mind practicing, because you know what you're going to get out of it. If you're a team where you play the minimum 10 games pretty much every season, those practices you just can't wait for them to get over with. You're waiting for the last game to get it over with.
These guys, seniors, have played over 60 games.
62, if I'm not mistaken.
That's in high school. That's 6 seasons for most schools. Strap them on, let's buckle them up, and let's play some football. Kevin Fishback, Jeff Proschke, Greg Ulo on film. Our spotter is always Roland Proschke, and Rodney Mahonky is going to do all the stats again tonight for us. And Jeff, it's time to do it.
I got goosebumps, I got in my stomach and everything. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, you're going to take it away with number 40, Ernesto Barrera. Jamie Jackson, the man in the middle, back deep for the Horns. Mark and Derek Jackson standing at about the 15-yard line. And it's a straightaway kick. It's going to be Jackson, fumbles it at the 6. Straight up the field to the 15, in trouble the 20. And lunges forward right there. Not a bad way to start. 1st and 10 at the 20.
At your own 20, good coverage by the Goldthwaite team down there. Wasn't a lot of avenues for Jamie to run there. Good coverage, so hopefully we can get a good drive started on the first drive.
You will be able to hear the loudspeaker system. Here at Memorial Stadium, they have a very nice loudspeaker system, and they're very proud of it because they've got it turned up all the way.
Seems like it's facing us instead of facing the crowd. I don't know where it's coming from, but sure is loud.
This is some big, lot of people here tonight, and it's early. We've just begun. The defense jumps offside. Hand off to Derek Jackson, a gain of 2, but it doesn't matter because if they were not drawn across, we've got a free 5 yards.
Looks like to be that way. Looks like the left tackle, don't know his number or anything, good enough cadence by Sargent to make him jump.
Well, Stephen is no stranger to giving the hard count. That's exactly what he did right there. Offsides defense. 1st and 10 Horns. We have just begun the Class 2A state championship game. Stephen Sargent, the quarterback, the all-stater. Bradley right to the left, Jackson to the right. Defense shifts, pitch it outside, Bradley right. He has first down at the 31-yard line. Did a good job to slow down.
Looked like they almost had him in the backfield. A good rush by the defensive end. Looked like he said, hey, look, I know what happened last time we played him. We're not going to let them beat us outside. Enough presence of mind to cut up enough and get a good 6-yard gain and take what they give you.
One thing I've seen Goldthwaite on the first 2 plays, Jeff, they're trying to anticipate the count. They're trying to make some adjustments right before the count to confuse the Shorthorns.
Well, I think they might, give into the fact that we possibly are a little quicker. They're going to have to get every jump they can to, get an effort in this game here.
1st and 10 at the 31. That was a gain of 6 for Bradley Wright. Sargent drops back, rolling, look out. Those are wide open, and it's incomplete.
We're a little behind him.
Mark was leveled by number 44, Cheyenne Horton. And Mark took a lick.
Expect some hitting. You know that's going to happen in this game. They're going to be pumped up for Schulenburg. If you can't get pumped up for Schulenburg, you can't get pumped up.
You can't get pumped up for a state championship game.
Either side of the ball.
Ball at the 31. It's 2nd down and 10. The clock has stopped. 10:55 to go. First quarter, no score. We have just begun.
But the good thing, he was open, Kevin.
Sargent with a draw. Derek Jackson at the 40, outside 45, 50, down to the 48-yard line.
Beautiful run. Good way. They're going to have to respect our pass. We open that play, set up that draw right there. They're going to have to respect that pass. That play might be a big gainer for us and a big opening for the game. We might have to use that more often.
21 yards on the play for Derek Jackson. And Jeff, we talked about it when we had the lineups. I circled a number and said this man is going to have a huge game today. Who was it?
Derek Jackson. We need him to have a huge game. There's no doubt about that. We need him to exploit that defense and let them have to worry about the run so we can have that pass be successful.
The ball is at the 48-yard line in Goldthwaite territory. Starting to pass. Throws it out to Mark. Oh, I tell you what, that's a new little wrinkle right there.
Look for that again. Look for that again because Jackson was open, so was So was Mark on that little slide out there. That looked like a good play right there.
Yeah, they got Jackson to go outside and cut in, and he brought both backers with him.
Back, right.
Both backers went with Jackson. Mark was wide open. If Sarton doesn't lead him that much, Mark's down the line for a touchdown.
Quite possibly so. You know, I'm sure there's a little pregame jitters here in a little first quarter to get this thing under the belt, but what's good about this, even if we don't score, Kevin, we need to get the ball on their side of the field, make them drive long.
Defense moving. Pitch it out, Derek Jackson. He's got it in the hole. Derek Jackson at the 45 cuts it up as he puts his head down to the 43. Gain of 5.
I'll see the Goldthwaite coach saying, you got to wrap him up. Wrap those arms around him. A good play by Derek to get what he could there. A good tackle. He hit the defensive back and made him feel it. So a good gain.
Adam Young, the nose guard, is jumping and moving and shifting over on every snap. Before every snap, this young man is in motion, making the moves.
But the good thing about that is he can't be set, and he might be on his backswing when we snap the ball, so he might not get quite the good rush he wants.
Exactly. Big play here, 3rd and 5, ball at the 43. Jackson and Adams here to our left. Look, there's Adams across the and he dropped the football. He had a first down on big yardage. Well, we know we can throw the football on him so far. He may have heard the steps or something.
I think the safety was back there, and he saw that out of the corner of the eye. A fair drive for your first drive. You know, we moved the ball. We showed, hey, this is what we're going to be able to do. Kind of reminiscent to last week, you know. Well, we scored last week on the first drive, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh, no, we didn't. Did we on the first drive? I can't remember if we did on the first drive last week. I'm not too sure, but...
no, scored on the last play of the first quarter.
It was on the last play of the first quarter. So we moved the ball successfully the first time last...
Schromick fumbles the snap. And he's going to be knocked back down. Huge break for Goldthwaite. It was a low snap, skip to the turf. Schromick couldn't pick it up.
We can't afford to make these kind of mistakes. We have to play Schulenburg football and play like we've been playing every week. We can't give them the good field position like that. Just as I talked about, we could have got them deep down there. We made a mistake here. Our defense has to step up like they have all year.
1st down and 10 for Goldthwaite. Thought we were going to pin them deep with a punt, and it just didn't work out that way. Cochran, the quarterback, pitch it outside, string it out. Oh,
Nothing.
Black attack.
Excellent pursuit. Excellent pursuit.
Serve round. Paco Valenzuela, Kurt Bezetsny.
Boy, that line came off quick, too. Real quick off the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that was they saw something in that play that they knew what was going to happen, but looked like everybody was there where they needed to be.
It's a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Goldthwaite at the horn, 40. Don't worry about penetrations in this one. It's a co-championship if it's a tie. Run the option, pitch it.
A lot of room.
Oh, a lot of room out there. And the man gets his block, cuts it up, and he's just caught from behind by Paco Valenzuela. That was Heath Knuckles.
He was in the backfield of the team we played against the state, so, you know, 3-year starter in the backfield on a team this classy is going to be dangerous.
The ball is just shy of the 25, 1st and 10. Well, the first play, they go right side, they get nothing, and then go to the left, and they pick up a huge gain.
They were able to pinch our end down and get outside.
Double wing formation. Ball is, the quarterback kept the football. Quarterback sneak, thought he fumbled it the way the defense reacted. But it's a 5-yard gain.
That was indicative of what we were talking about, the quarterback. He's a hard runner. They hit him square about a yard gain, and he rolled off that and fell for 4 more. So going to have to wrap him up and keep him in the middle.
2nd down and 5 from the Shorthorn 20. 8 minutes left. First quarter, no score. Horns had a good drive. They were forced to punt, but never got the punt off on a bad snap. Groveton took over. They'll run the option. Quarterback will keep it. Sam Brown, Steven Sarton wrapped him up, but not before Cochran.
He's going to be real close. I think he's got a first down.
They'll mark it at the 15, and he should have it from there. It is a first down.
First down's going to be a big play for us every time. Got to keep them from getting a sizable gain so we can have them to be a little more chancy on their other plays.
They have the ball at the 15-yard line, 7:35 to go in the first quarter. The Goldthwaite Eagles. Double wing, single setback. They give it to him. Nothing there but black attack. Sam Brown, Paco Valenzuela, and Brian Valenzuela.
That's what we needed on first down. We needed a stop where they don't minus yards. You know, -1 there again. We can't let them get 5 or 6 yards on the first carry. Then it opens up so much more what they can do on 2nd and 3rd down.
A loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 from the 16. Goldthwaite likes to keep the football on the ground. They feel if they can run the ball successfully at the beginning, they'll run it on you all night.
You got to watch these tight ends and these backs slipping out of the backfield possibly, though.
Double tight end set. Reverse, end around.
Holding.
There's a holding, no call. Cuts it back up, nice move on Sarton. Touchdown, Goldthwaite. And no flags down. An end around, and Goldthwaite is on the board with 6:39 left. It is 6-0 Goldthwaite Eagles.
Number 33, Chris Cochran.
So Cochran scores.
Ernesto Barrera, number 40.
Good snap. Barrera's kick. It's high. No good.
No good.
That may hurt you. 6:39 left to go. First quarter, the Eagles have struck first. Goldthwaite 6, Schulenburg nothing here on Channel 16. Football brought to you by Holas Duncan Insurance Agency, Hugo Holas of Schulenburg, Carl Duncan in Weimar, Watzlawick's Clinic and Pharmacy, Welborn Petroleum, Hillbank and Trust Company of Weimar, Scheller Engineering, and Double B Foods. 6-0, and Jeff, we thought we had some holding going on there.
Well, it's easy to see it up here. You never know. Referees could be blocked from views or whatever, or maybe he saw something we didn't and it wasn't a hold possibly, but from this angle it looked like a hold.
Nonetheless, the Eagles have the lead. This is something that no other team, with the exception of Refugio, has done to Schulenburg in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, yeah, in the playoffs.
And that's a lead. Refugio had that 14-13 halftime lead. You know what happened there, 33-14 was the final. Eagles lead 6-0 with 6:39 to go in the first. But the Horns have to feel comfortable the way they can move the football. Straightaway kick. Mark and Jackson, well, it's Mark at the 20, and caught from behind, dives forward. He had a wall set up. By that time, Mark and Jackson didn't really know who wanted the football.
Well, anyway, we're still starting in pretty decent field position at the 24. I mean, we can't afford to get pinned deep in our own area where we're limited on our plays, but, well, you're never limited on our plays. I guess ask East Bernard, 95 yards. But we need a good drive here. We need a real good drive.
It is 6-0 Goldthwaite with 6:33 left in the first. Sarton the man under. Jackson to the right and Bradley Wright to the left are your setbacks. Fumble. Sarton dove on it, saved it. He looked like he pulled away from Bozel just a little too soon.
Well, that could have been disastrous right there.
Man, you know, you give them less than 65 yards to drive, and they scored from when they drove it from the 40. You know, after the punt that didn't take place because it was a bad snap.
We've got to play good ball. We can't give them the opportunities.
2nd down and 10. Defense jumps. They get back. Sarton to throw. Jackson caught. Get away from that man. There he goes. 35, 40. Nice shake. 45, 50, 45, 40, and caught from behind.
That's what we need.
That's why he's an all-state junior right there. He's done it all year long. Yards and a first down for Jamie Jackson and the Schulenburg Shorthorns. Jeff, you cannot play that soft on him and expect to come up and make the tackle.
And single coverage, we might add at that. They must have a lot of, confidence in their defensive back. We'll go to that combination all day.
All night long.
They're still believing in single coverage here.
Jamie Jackson is now the all-time leader in 2A. There's to right. Gets knocked down as he goes to the 34.
Stopped by number 76.
Nice game for Bradley.
we can't afford to stop ourselves. That's the key to the game. They're going to, you know, they're a chancy defense. They're going to give up the big play. We can't afford to stop ourselves like we did on the other play here. You know, a drop pass here, a bad snap here. We got to play just a clean game to come out with this win.
There's no doubt about it. 2nd down and 8. We're going to call it 7.
Yeah, it's past the 35, so.
2nd and 7. Sarton with a draw to Derrick. Derrick looking outside, gets to the 30-yard line.
Looked like a lot more room there, and it just shut down at the last minute.
Derrick with a gain of 5.
Another big play.
It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Horns. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. Goldthwaite on top, 6-0. Ball just outside of the 30, so it is 3 yards.
Well, the good thing about this is, with our versatility in the game, they don't know whether we're going to run or pass.
They got a lot of men coming up to the line. They jump. We don't get the snap. Sarton wants to pass. He could run. Throws it out. That should be pass interference. Mark missed it. He got tangled up with the defensive back.
Last week that was a penalty against us. This week, maybe if he would have went down, you know.
And Mark still almost caught the football.
Almost got to it. I think we go for it here. You don't, I mean, you're not going to punt it.
Shepard was hitting some from 48 yards, but this would be against the wind.
47, but
against the wind.
I'd like to see us.
You got to go. We're going to call timeout. 3:56 left, first quarter, decision time for Coach David Hoosman. Horns trail 6-0 here on Channel 16. The decision has been made. The Horns are going to go.
I like that call.
You bet. 4th down and 3 from the 30. 3:56 left to go in the first. The Horns trail 6-0. Bezetsny to our side, Jamie Jackson the far right. Sarton wants to pass. Jamie across the middle.
No.
Incomplete. It went behind him. Again, Jackson's open, and the pass is behind him.
Just a little bit off on his timing right now. You know, we're moving the ball. I'm still saying we're moving the ball. You know, things are going to start clicking.
Just not getting it in the zone.
At the right time.
Well, now at least you give Goldthwaite a little further to have to drive. Instead of 40 yards, they're 70 yards away from the end zone now. 1st down and 10, Goldthwaite, 3:49 left to go in the first. They have the ball on their own 30.
You know, Jackson still almost came up with that.
It would have been acrobatic. Single setback, option. They'll pitch it out, not much there, but the block attack. Steven Sarton, Sam Brown, Paco, Chad Ginnert, Ricky Hernandez.
You know, it seems to me, Kevin, it's either a big play or no play for Goldthwaite. It's either a big play or nothing.
The touchdown was a reverse, a trick play.
I mean, you know, it's feast or famine, it seems to me. They're a big play team. I don't know if they're going to be able to establish a solid. Well, they gave them a good spot, didn't they?
And lots of 2.
Sure looked like more to me.
They run the end. No, quarterback keeps it. Man throws out. He is wide open. And it is caught. And brought down from behind at the 21-yard line. They do a little trickery and throw it out to J.T. Aldrich. It goes from the 28 to the 21. 51 yards.
Everything's going their way right now. We've got to do something to break this trend.
51 yards on the play. They snuck Aldridge a tight end out. You talked about that. And he was wide open.
A lot of play action there. Looked like possibly the reverse again. And, you know, a good job by the coaching staff. You can say that. They're keeping us way off balance right now.
Shorthorns look stunned. Single setback. Quarterback sneak straight up the middle. Still on his feet. Chad Ginnert and Steven Sarton bring him down.
Getting 4 to 5 yards on a quarterback sneak is we've got to stop that. I mean, that's, you know, we're looking at 2nd and 5 again. Too many yards. The big quarterback, we've got to take care of his business.
Second down and 4 for Goldthwaite. They lead 6-0 with 2:15 left in the first. Hit right there, Ricky Hernandez with a pop.
Better.
Now it's third down. Well, you saw the extra point was no good, and it was a very weak effort.
Oh, but he kicks the ball pretty good on his kickoffs. He was down at the 10 or 5 on those. So we know the young man's got a decent leg. He just maybe just got under that ball a little too much.
Yeah. So that's just looking hit. They may think they're in 4-down territory here. Third and more than 5 to
worry
go.
about third down first here.
Stopping back to pass. Man is caught for the first down. Bozo ran him out of bounds. Complete to Cheyenne Horton. And he has the first down.
First and goal at the 9.
But that play good for a first down. Line of scrimmage just inside the 9. First and goal.
First and goal for Goldthwaite at the 9. Shorthorns Black Attack defense has come up with some memorable stops this year. Some memorable series. Got to have one right here, gang. Don't want to go 2 scores down. 2 touchdowns down. First man through, Knuckles.
Number 42, Barrera.
Is that 42? All right. That's Barrera.
He got where his knee went down first. So
That's a good spot.
Schulenburg calls another timeout.
Timeout Horns, the second one they've burned. 1:19 left, first quarter. Drive. Goldthwaite knocking on the door. They lead 6-0 here on Channel 16. Coach Brad Houghton still visiting with his defense here with 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the first. Goldthwaite knocking on the door. They've got a 2nd down and 7 from the 7.
Well, on those tight end, patterns and so on, it seems to me you'd have somebody that watches him and takes his keys off him. If he, blocks down, okay, great. Then you go in for the run support. But if he doesn't, watch him. Watch him in the back.
Second and goal for the Eagles at the 7. They lead 6-0.
Scrimmage is the 7.
They had a big 53-yard bomb to get them down to this point. Quarterback run the option, picks it up, takes it up, touchdown. There, the offensive line is controlling the defensive line, and that time, the young man Cochran just walked right up to the middle, untouched for 6. And it's 12-0. Let's see, they go for 2. I think they will. They lead 12-0.
They've been pretty successful in what they've been doing. This doesn't surprise me one bit.
Quarterback wants to throw, in trouble. Everybody's covered up. Knocked away. Oh, Chad Dennard almost intercepted it. Well, they knocked it away. No good. Hey, 1:15 left to go, first quarter. Your score, Goldthwaite 12, Schulenburg nothing on Channel 16. Shorthorn football here on Channel 16. Kevin Fishbeck and Jeff Prosky. Greg Guillot on camera as always. Rodney Mahawkey doing the stats today. And Roland Prosky, our #1 spot man. Jeff, the sideline over here looks a little glim. We haven't seen this look in a long time.
We need the crowd to get into this game and help us out.
They're trying to get it going. Barrera will kick it away. Eagles up 12-0. Kick is going to be taken by Jamie Jackson at the 13. Jamie up the middle, goes the outside, 25. 30, got a wall at 35. Still on his feet. That's what we need right there, Shorthorn.
Return.
A big return, get your offense rolling. Nice return by Jamie Jackson, the All-Stater.
Our young men just need to take it upon themselves and say, hey, this is enough. We need to start playing our game, our brand of football. Instead of looking, all those pre-game stats and everything said, hey, we should win this game easily. No, these guys don't believe in that.
43-yard line, third possession of the day for the Horns. There goes that linebacker again, quick after Jackson. That is a lateral, and it goes out of bounds, and that's where the Horns will get the football. That is a lateral because it was thrown behind him.
Nothing is going our way as we speak. We needed something big here to happen.
And the Goldthwaite players continue with it. That is number 64, Cody Odom, the defensive lineman, who is running around all over the place. That is a loss of 17. And it goes, it's not a pass. I don't think it goes down as a pass.
It's a lateral.
It's a lateral. Would that be a fumble?
I would look at it that way.
About the 27-yard line.
I don't know how you... It doesn't matter how we're going to stat it. The point is, it's way back. 2nd and 27 of the Horns. We're going to the gun. Inside to David Raines. Big hole, and well, he got caught up. And the hole just shut down to the 34. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Goldthwaite 12. Schulenburg nothing. 3rd down and 19 now.
Line of scrimmage just across the 34. 3rd, about 19.
3rd down and long. Sarton rolling a pass. Looking out. There's Mark. Mark had you. What a play, Kevin Mark.
Beautiful play.
Mark was wide open. He gets nailed, but he's got the
He
first
hangs
down.
on. That's the main thing.
It goes from the 34 down to the 33. 33 yards. Jeff, you could see that one coming.
A good job by the line to hold the line long enough to go away to not get the start, and another good job by that back to cut down that defensive end.
That is a huge play. That goes incomplete. You punt it again, you give them the ball right back. They could turn the lights out on you.
Or come close to it.
Sarton with a fake handoff. Well, he wanted to run it. And he gets sacked.
I think that's the case there where you have a stunt that's called and it just happens to be at the right place.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
On that side. On the 36.
That's the end of the first quarter. Goldthwaite 12 and Schulenburg nothing. Here at the end of one on Channel 16. Well, the first 12 minutes is history. It was Goldthwaite's quarter. That's why you play 4 quarters. The Horns can just win the next 3 quarters. We'll be all right. It is 12-0 Goldthwaite. You don't panic by any means
No.
at this stage. And Coach David Hoosman has never been one to panic. You may see him go a little deeper in his bag of tricks, though. Well, when he is, shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Sarton fakes it. Oh, Adams is wide open. He's wide open. Caught. He's scored. He's wide open. Touchdown! Horns! Jeff, he carried it out with a fake to Jamie Jackson on the screen.
Exactly.
And he caught right across, and it's 6.
We're right back in this just like that.
That's why I said Coach Hoosman won't go. He may go into his bag of tricks. That's not a trick play. It's just a different thing that he's concocted in his mind. He fakes it to everyone thinks, okay, here's Jackson on the screen. Uh-oh, what's 82 doing out here? Steven Adams, how far out, Rodney? 36 yards out. And now Shepard is on to try to add the extra point.
Well, we were talking about Sarton needs 300 yards to...
He may have to.
He's got 108 already.
Yeah.
This pace, he'll break that record.
Horns down to 6 seconds on the snap clock, and they got to get the play off. They do. Kick is up. It's good!
All right.
11:53 left in the half. Horns are back in it. They were never really out of it, but we feel a little better now knowing that we can get the ball past that Goldthwaite defense.
Exactly. We have a big-time quick strike offense that can hit you at any time. They're showing me that, hey, we got a little bit of that too, you know, with that passing game. That few of their passing plays have netted more than their averages all year, so we've got to, you know, maybe respect that a little more. And first of all, Kevin, got to contain this quarterback. We've known he's been a good runner. The back has not hurt as much as the quarterback has. The running back is, you know, we get that pitch, we get that little extra time to get to him, but that quarterback, when he's with that ball, boy, that's a big, big weapon we have to stop right away.
What a play. The little fake to Jackson, and then Adams was all alone. All he had to do was catch it and not stumble.
I was really worried about that.
I know, he almost did.
When you're so open like that, it's easy to happen.
Oh, sure it is. 11:53 left in the half. Stronach will kick it away. It is 12-7, and now the Schulenburg crowd is right back in it.
This is what we have to have.
And they've got a man in the end zone, one at the 5, the 7, and the 12.
They haven't seen us kick that deep, have they?
Hey, we could onside it. Just a little pooch right here.
Kick is about the 20, 25 on either sideways. And
Stronach with a knuckleball. Bounce, bounce, bounce to the 10, 15. Goes coming up and knocked down about the 28-yard line. Nice return, but a good coverage by the Horns. Bradley Mychek with that tackle. Boy, he's done such a great job on special teams. The headhunter also in on that. First down, 10, Goldthwaite. The Horns defense still trying to solve the offense for the Eagles. They've had a little trickery of their own to score their 2 touchdowns, or to set one of them up and to score one of them on the reverse. The next time they fake the reverse and throw a long pass. They run the pitch. Man goes outside infield, starting with a big hit. Sarton and Knuckles went straight up. Rick Hernandez also in on the play.
I want him to pitch the ball.
You do?
I don't want the quarterback having the ball.
Well, I agree with you. Second down and 8 for Goldthwaite. Single setback, 2 wings. Quarterback straight back. They want to throw it deep. Throws it out, Bozo.
Oh,
incomplete. Nice
defensive coverage.
Great defense.
Excellent. He had the quarterback threw the pass, the only place that it had even a slight chance to be caught, and too much to the sideline and too high.
Bozo with the coverage. Good job by Adam.
We need a big stop here. 3rd and 7, 8. We need the ball back.
Why not get it right back with that momentum that we've got going for us? 3rd down and 8. For Goldthwaite. Come on, Horns, get on your feet. 3rd down, big play time for Goldthwaite. They want to call a timeout. Did they get it in time?
They got it. He called it with about 2 seconds left, that's all.
Now look into this crowd. Now they're loving their defense, pumping it up for them. You got to, Jeff. You got to do it.
They've done the job all year. We just got to ask them to do it for one more game.
That's it. Shorthorn football brought to you by Schulenburg Glass Company. It's Mike and Phyllis Sharitza, Chuck Brown Ford, Don Blanchett, Victoria Bank and Trust, Prime Industries, Kenneth and Mary Jane Berger, Main Productions, Otto Elaine, Christy and Aaron Kutzian, Fayette Savings, the First Bank, Coastal Bank, Pat and Sean Chris, Sharon, John, and Brian Anders supporting the Horns, Dennis, Agnes, and Dennis Urick, Stanley and Karen Segur, and Jerry Phillips, 66. It's Gladys and Jerry Mychek. 3rd down, 8, Jeff. Maybe a little reverse action, something, bootleg or something.
In the past games, people that have scored on us, Kevin, have scored through a lot of trickery and a lot of, unusual plays. I'm not going to say trickery on all of them. Unusual plays, not your base plays. So I think they've noticed that in probably the films and some of the scouting reports they've picked up from everywhere. And I think they're going to try to stay with that trend and try to trick us.
Big play here. It's 3rd down and 8. Horns have just finished scoring after trailing 12-0. And now they're trying to stop this Goldthwaite offense and get the ball back and try to even things up and take the lead. We trail 12-7 with 11:02 left in the first half. 3rd and 8. Nothing there! No, sir, see ya!
That's better.
Ricky Hernandez and Sam the man!
Much better defense than staying there.
Sam Brown, what a big play. Woo! And now it's 4th and long. In your face, right there with that defensive effort.
Big defensive, big, you know, three plays, 1 yard. We need a little more of that.
Jackson will go back to punt. Jackson has been so close to breaking one all year. Sure would be nice to do it in the state championship. High snap.
Good kick.
Nice kick. It's going to hit at the 33 and take a good roll. Jackson will pick it up. Still hasn't been touched by the first man all season.
Almost got out of that.
Oh, there comes a late hit flying in.
Whoa.
At the 25. Their snap could have been dangerous. But nonetheless, we hold on defense. We get the ball at the 25. Well, these Shorthorn fans giving it up for their defense.
Okay, I see. Kevin Mark getting a job. I think it's his ankle or something. He had a little problem with. Adam Bosel being in a tight end. Hey, that's a good athlete out on the field. Nonetheless, you know, I mean, you're losing a good weapon in Mark, but hey, we might find a sleeping giant right here with Bosel.
Bosel, a junior.
He's just a good all-around athlete. Period, Kevin. You never know what's going to happen out of him.
Sets it up on the left. Jackson and Eric Aiding out here to the right. Defense jumps, they get back. Derek Jackson on his feet, 1st down, Derek. Hit him, lunges forward, 13 yards.
That's what we need to establish that running game a little more. That pass game, which has been pretty effective already, will become more effective if we can establish that run.
Got to establish the run. So far in the running department, the Horns have about 60 yards, close to 60 yards. Derek Jackson, 43 of those. Young man looking for a big day today.
If anything can hurt Goldthwaite, I think it will be speed. They're pretty meaty and pretty strong up in the middle where the power game might not be as successful, but the speed could possibly hurt them.
We get it outside and look out. 1st and 10 Horns, ball at 38. Starting to roll, look out. Gets away. Stephen can run if he wants. He's going to. Stephen, does a big flip. Starting with a big flip. He's down on the sideline.
But he's up.
Oh, you got to hand it to this kid. Oh, my goodness. Is that unbelievable or what? Did you get the flip?
I bet that one makes a lot of highlight film.
Starton goes airborne, does a somersault, flips down to his back right in the kidneys on this hard astroturf.
And pops up.
10 seconds later, he's back in the huddle saying, come on, guys, we got a game to play here.
Mark is back in the huddle also. You know, we're real lucky he didn't land on his head or something to that effect where, you know, you could have looked at major damage right there.
Wow. 2nd down and 6. Hand it to Derek. Oh, it's Bradley. It's knocked down short of the 1st down.
Well, we're within a yard.
Could be close. And officials timeout. I just cannot get over that play right there with Steven Starton. That's just indicative of the season this young man has had and the attitude
and
that he and the Shorthorns possess. Anything, leave it on the field. Hey, we'll get well tomorrow. This is it. We'll get well tomorrow. You got to love a kid like that and a team like that plays so well under any conditions. The adversity that they've been through this season, and they were written off to getting here. My friends, there's only 2 teams left in 2A, and you're looking at them. Stretch the chains. It's going to be just short.
Football length. So,
well, you're at 3rd down.
3rd down. We got another down here. Maybe 4 down. I hope we don't have to look at that situation, but this is a scary down if I'm Goldthwaite.
Hey, you never know if Steven just may pop it up the middle like he did against East Bernard, where he rambled 42 yards on a touchdown run. It's 3rd down and 1. Horns have a timeout left. Goldthwaite with 2. Then again, knowing Coach Hoosman, he may go for it all.
You never know. That's the beauty of it. You never know. They can't afford to commit everything to that run.
Goldthwaite, they're coming up on the run. Oh, it's a quarterback option. Sarton does another flip, but he's got the 1st down.
I want to see him running more.
First down for the Horns. Kevin Mark back in the ball game for Schulenburg.
Made a good block there. A real good block to help spring that play.
Up to the 46. The Horns have moved the ball consistently all evening. The first drive resulted in a punt that went bad because the snap was low and the Schulenburg had to eat it. The second drive ended on a 4th down play. Next drive was a touchdown. This drive is rolling. Pitch it outside. Derek, get a block. Got tripped up. Tripped up at the 45, a gain of 1. You see the regulators out there, Dan Dagan and Donovan Hujae. All right, check it. That was Chris Urich on that right side, getting out there and trying to create some havoc. I think those guys love to mix it up. Bozel in with the play. Mark comes out, still kind of limping a little bit, but oh, what a catch he made on 3rd and long on the touchdown drive. 8:15 left in the half. Horns trail 12-7. Starting to pass. Halftime. Halftime across middle. Caught by Jamie Jackson and fumbling out of bounds.
Well, we got the catch.
That is a catch, my friends. It's a gain of 12. They're going to say it's got to be a catch. Okay.
Oh, there's no doubt. They're not
acrobatic.
Not back.
What a catch by Jamie Jackson. If you're on Schulenburg's side, you're saying, hey, man, no problem, that's a catch. If you're back on the other side, you're going, there's no way. But you know whose side it happened on? Right in front of the Horns.
Get that call on your home side.
You better get that call. But it was a great call.
That passing game seems to be awakening some to more success, you know, a little more crisper possibly.
7:59 left in the half. Horns driving it at the 33. Looking for the go-ahead touchdown. Handed to Bradley Wright. Not much there to the 31. Gain of 2.
You know, the good thing about the passing game is you got your quarterback, your running back, and your other 2 running backs playing defensive backs, and they're going to be chasing our receivers all over the field. Then they got to come back and say, we got to run the ball now. You know, that's going to tell a tale on Goldthwaite's back. If they can pull this game out and have a successful night, you can look a lot to their conditioning and everything if they can keep this up.
No doubt about it. 2nd down and 8. Starting to throw. Halftime. Steps up. There's Jamie Jackson. Run under it. Can't not get it.
Just a little too long.
But again, Stephen had all day if he wants to take it up and run it. Just out of the outstretched arms of Jamie Jackson. Now it's 3rd and 8. In all probability, 4-down territory for the Horns.
We need something big here.
Don't necessarily have to go for it all here. Just get it close. Big crowd here on hand at Memorial Stadium in Austin for this 2A championship. Ball to 31, 3rd down and 8. You got 5 seconds, 4 seconds left on the clock. Sarton to Jackson, caught. Jamie, taking back. Oh, he ran him down from behind.
Good tackle by the defensive back from Goldthwaite.
Kent Schillings, the All-Stater, made a huge play to the linebacker.
Good hit. Boy, that was a good, solid hit. Jamie usually makes those plays, but boy, that was a hit there.
And Jamie's feeling the effects. Ball to the 26. 4th down and 3. Similar situation just 2 series ago. We didn't pick it up on a pass that was behind Jackson, but since then, Stephen Sarton has found his mark. Big play, Jeff. 4th and 3.
They haven't started the 25-second clock yet, so.
All right, Horns take a timeout. Their final timeout of the half.
You know,
6:25 left.
You know, Kevin, a lot of that could be, hey, let's give Jamie a breather. He's breathing pretty heavy. He wanted to come out the play before. They're running him all over the field. Give him that little bit of a breather, and you know, we need him on this play possibly.
6:25 left first half. Timeout on the field. Horns trail 12-7 on Channel 16. 6:25 left. The decision's been made again by David Hoosman. No wavering here. He's going all out. 4th down and 3. Ball just shy of the 26. And we need just shy of the 23.
They're going to be watching Jackson. You know, watch possession here. There's a possibility of him be slipping out and picking up a little, maybe that little cut inside here.
4 receivers.
Here it is.
David Raines, the screen. Got to get out there. Cannot get away. We couldn't hold the block. He had the room, but he couldn't hold the block, and the man got through. That's the third time we've been stopped on 4th down. One was a bad snap on a punt, and now 2 plays. And Goldthwaite has survived a bullet.
Seems to me we'd want to go more of a vertical game instead of going sideline to sideline when you need 3 yards.
First down 10 Goldthwaite, 6:17 left. With the way they run the football, you get to give them a lot of plays. They can run all the time off the clock. Quarterback will keep it. Sarton missed him. Bozel has him.
Too many yards on 1st down. Too many yards.
Gain of 4. Actually, a gain of 5. Or 4, 5.
We're making him do a lot for those 5 yards. He's having to fight for every yard he's got, but we need to wrap him up a little more and hit him in behind the line of scrimmage instead of letting him turn up there. He's doing more damage turning up than running out. We're containing him fairly good.
Second down and 5 for Goldthwaite. Quarterback again. Big hole, there it goes. Steven Adams chasing him, runs him down.
On his feet.
It's just a fake give, and then he follows his running back just right up the middle. All the way up to the 34.
Down the 34-yard line. First and 10 for the Eagles.
5:25 to go. And Goldthwaite will get the ball to start the second half. Remember that. Got to keep him out of that zone. Quarterback, keep it. Pulls it up, hit, nail.
That's what we need to do on that.
Shepard, Sarton, Sam Brown.
You have to string it out, but yet you have to have somebody behind you to contain that cutback.
Chad Ginnard also coming off the foul. That's a good play defensively, but the clock runs inside of 5 minutes now. 4:45 to go. Twelve to 7, Goldthwaite on top. First man through, got away from one. Lunges forward about the 28. That's Luis Barrera, number 42. Bozel in on the play. Now it's 3rd down and 5.
A lot of misdirection, a lot of things like that to try to get our timing off and not let us pursue so heavy.
3rd down and 5. Horns are out of timeouts. Goldthwaite has 2. Ball is at the 29. Got to keep them tight here. Need a turnover. Quarterback will keep it. Runs it up. Still on his feet to the 20-yard line. Gain of 9. Romine on the tackle.
That young man is a good athlete. There's no doubt about that.
It is a first down at the 20. 3:25 to go in the first half. Goldthwaite on top, 12 to 7. Romine and Sarton will come out. Quick snap, up the middle, Knuckles.
We need a turnover or something.
At the 17-yard line. Ginnard on the tackle. second down and 7.
Second and 7.
2:35 to go in the half. End around. There he goes. To the 5 and touchdown. Inside handoff to Cheyenne Horton. 20 yards out, or 17 yards out, and it's 18-7. Missed opportunities has been the story of the first half. And let's see, they go for 2 here. It's 18-7. I think Schulenburg's just stunned. Absolutely stunned. They'll line it up for the 2-point conversion. Option, pitches, get out there, and he makes it.
Holding, boy.
2-point conversion is good. 2:28 left, first half. It's 20-7. Goldthwaite here on Channel 16. The defending state champion Goldthwaite Eagles are running at will here in the first half, and they lead 20-7. They'll kick it away with just 2:28 left in the first half. Horns have to go that 2-minute offense. Goldthwaite has come out with a heck of a game plan offensively. How about a return for Jackson? Well, it's going to be Jackson. He fumbled it. Picked it up, nice bounce. Jamie Jackson on his feet and stood up at the 23-yard line. Well, we got a lucky bounce that time. And the Horns have it first and 10 at the 23 with 2:22 left in the first half.
Going to have some heavy adjustments done at halftime.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure they'll be made. I mean, you still look, you've got 24 plus minutes of football left to go. You got 26 minutes left. And so many things can happen. We've just got to stop them defensively. Shotgun 2-minute offense for the Horns. Sarton rolling, looking for Jackson. He's going to run. Stephen will run it and take a shot out of bounds. And there's a flag. That is uncalled for.
Boy, 3 yards out of bounds, not even close.
You've got to be kidding me. One thing Coach Brad Odom mentioned, he said they're a lot like Goldthwaite, Groveton defensively, except they have discipline. There was no discipline on that play.
No discipline there. I mean, I can understand a questionable, but that was that was the most obvious one I've seen this year.
15-yard run, 15-yard mark off. Hey, set us up short. We'll go on you. Sarton has been taking some shots.
Boy, he has.
This kid. First and 10 at midfield. Horns trail 27 with 2:13 left in the half. Low snap, Sarton picks it up. Throws it. Out is caught. Bob Bezetsny shy of the first down.
Positive gain, though.
The only man that could caught that was Bezetsny, and he did. Inside of 2 minutes to go now.
I guarantee you we get 9 yards every play, we'll score, Kevin. Before the half.
Oh, there's no question in my mind. They're running to the line. Second down. Marker says third, now it says second. Take the handoff.
Got room to run.
He's got a lot of room to run. Throws it deep. There's Eric Aiding. Incomplete.
Double coverage with room to run.
I don't understand it. And now there's a flag down on the field over here.
Legal man, well, I don't know. Maybe a holding or a legal man downfield, something in that area.
Legal man downfield.
Is that a loss of down?
Jeff, Stephen is just not seeing the field, evidently. Because from up here, and we are in an advantage, don't get us wrong.
But the thing is, he can afford to be jealous with the ball.
Sure.
I mean, he's been more than cooperative this year and giving everybody the ball, giving everybody the passes. Maybe it's time for him to get a little jealous and say, I want a little bit of the glory.
You got to remember, you're not going to find an open man on every play. Why not take it up?
Second down. They're taking the penalty, second down. Not in bad shape still.
Oh, back at the 46.
Line of scrimmage following that penalty is the goal 6-yard line.
Second down and 6. Shotgun look, starting to pass to Aiding. Caught, slips one, slips another, cuts it up. There's nowhere to go. Lost 2 yards.
That pass complete to number 7.
Is he going east and west to the north and south?
They've got good team pursuit, Goldthwaite, and that, other than Jamie catching the ball and using a little bit of his moves and some slip screens, we haven't had a lot of success with the passing side to sideline.
Minute and 10 to go. Third down. David Raines a handoff. Raines has some room, but he won't get the first down. And we do not have a timeout. Horns do not have a timeout. It is 4th down. Going to have to try to get the first down. Horns are going to go back to the huddle. Going to try to get the first down, or you punt it. Thomas come back out.
There's not a lot of time for them to do anything if they get the ball. We need to play here. We need to score.
The clock would stop on an out-of-bounds play, an incompletion or a first down. Here they come. Throws it out. Caught.
First down.
Out of bounds.
First down.
Stop the clock and a first down. That's not an easy catch.
No, it isn't.
And Besesny makes a great catch.
I want to see us go to him a little more. Take the little pressure off Jackson.
The clock should remain stopped because he was out of bounds. It is stopped at 28 seconds left.
Sure, I'd like to see a little more time on that clock, though.
Ball at the 34. Horns trail here, 20-7. Less than 30 seconds left in the first half. Here they come. Steven stands tall, caught.
Behind him again.
Behind him again. And he's open. He's got a big old lineman, number 76, Paul Wilderbush, trying to cover. He's a linebacker.
Linebacker, which is not going to happen. You're not going to cover Jamie with a linebacker.
It's hard to cover him with your defensive backs. Brings up 2nd and 10, 22 seconds left. Horns need to get something positive out of this. Need to get something positive out of this drive. Because Goldthwaite will get the football to start the second half. Shotgun look. Come on, let's do it. Rolling outside. Look out, pressure. Throws. And it's going to be intercepted. He threw that one in a crowd of 3, 4 white shirts. On the run. And it fluttered. And it's intercepted. And the Horns defense will have to go out here with 15 seconds left in the half. Goldthwaite won't get fancy. You wouldn't think they're probably just going to try to kill the ball.
Not inside your own 10.
Not kill it or not get fancy?
Not get fancy.
No. They take the knee.
Exactly.
And that does it for the first half. Horns got a lot of things to do at halftime. They trail 20-7. We're at the half. State championship game here on Channel 16.
Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Schulenburg High School Marching Band. Of the Schulenburg Shorthorns Bell Dance Drill Team. The bells will perform a high kick routine while the band plays Blazing Saddles. The bells are under the field direction of Junior Captain Kirsten Anderson, Sophomore First Lieutenant Rachel Schuster, Sophomore Second Lieutenant Elizabeth Wellborn. Members of the bells include Sophomore Brooke Buchek, Freshman Leanne Cardenas, Freshman Molly Davila, Sophomore Kathy Hollinghouse, Sophomore Christy Kubenka, Senior Lorelai Vesey, Sophomore Judy Pavlicek, Junior Christy Rayborn, Junior Tori Schmidt, Freshman Angie Barba, and Sophomore Kristen Wachitka. The bells are under the direction of Miss Elizabeth DeSmith. Chris Vonacek are performing their last halftime show as members of the Shorthorn Band. These three students have combined for 155 football shows during the last 4 years. Our thanks and heart congratulations for a job well done. Ladies and gentlemen, the award-winning Schulenburg High School Band.
So as the scoreboard just showed, at the half, Schulenburg trails 20-7 to the Goldthwaite Eagles. And let's take a look at the statistics as compiled by our statistician Rodney Mahonky for Schulenburg in the first half. It is Derek Jackson, the leading ball carrier, 6 times, 47 yards. Steven Sarton 5 times for 20. Bradley Wright, 3 carries for 11. David Raines, 2 for 11. Sarton is 9 of 7 for 138 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Jamie Jackson, 5 catches, 55 yards. Kurt Bezetsny, 2 for 19. Stephen Adams, 1 for 36. Kevin Mark, 1 for 33. Raines, 1 for -3, and Aiding, 1 for -2. Total offense for the Horns, 227 yards. For Goldthwaite, the leading ground gainer has been their quarterback, Keith Cockrum, 8 carries, 67 yards and a touchdown. 1 carry, 17 yards and a touchdown for Cheyenne Horton. 1 carry, 16 yards and a touchdown for Chris Conrad. 9 carries, 15 yards for Heath Knuckles, and 2 carries, 8 yards for Luis Barrera. In the passing department, they are 1 of 2 for 58 yards. That's it. I should say 2 of 2. 2 of 2 for 58 yards. Total offense for Goldthwaite, 181, but the big stat is on the board, where it's Goldthwaite 20 and Schulenburg 7. Here's how the scoring went in the first half. Conrad on a 16-yard run with 6:39 left in the first. P18 no good, 6-0 Goldthwaite. Then Cockrum on a 7-yard quarterback keeper. 1:15 left first quarter. It's 12-0. The two-point conversion failed. Then the Horns got right back on the board. Sarton found Steven Adams all alone, 36 yards. Shepard's kick made it 12-7. But the Goldthwaite Eagles would come back with 2:28 left in the half. Horton's 17-yard run made it 20-7 following a two-point conversion. The Shorthorn defense will have to make some adjustments here at the half, as if they want to stay in this thing and claim their third state championship in 4 years. Goldthwaite, on the other hand, not much wrong they have done in the first half, as they are looking for back-to-back state titles. 5.5 minutes left before in the halftime portion. Both bands have performed, and now the supporters are waiting for each of their two teams to come out and get ready for this second half. Shorthorn football is brought to you by Tom and Carla Romine and family, Joey, Janie, Joe Jr., and James Schromick, Edward and Velma Glass, James and Dolly Hatfield, Larry, Marianne, and Beth Aiding, Wayne and Suzanne Segura Guzman, Connolly and Nancy Brown, Brendan and Amber, Schulenburg Chiropractic Clinic, Dr. Michael Moore, Dennis, Kathy, and Katie Kleiber, Schulenburg Tires, Alfredo and Mildred Valenzuela, Bubba and Karen Dagan, Herb and Virginia Rhodey, Eugene and Dorothy Holas, Pat Sweet Shop, and the Flyer Box. They're your Christmas store in downtown Schulenburg. We also want to thank Mr. B Fireworks, Tom Barkus, owner, giving you more bang for your bucks. Fox Fire Builders, that's J.O. Renner. Diamond S Restaurant, 10th Frame Bowling Alley, Audubon Travel Shop, IMCO, Ken and Sherry Banks owners, Krumshek Wagner Insurance Agency, Kelly and Doris Sarden, Schulenburg Livestock Auction Incorporated, Zimmerman's Garage, that's Vernon and Vaughn Zimmerman owners, Schulenburg Printing and Office Supplies and Sports Specialties, the Prosky families, Dan and Jill Tabor, Baumgarten Matula, Bruce and Cindy Bozel, Charles and Gail Bow and Oker Smokehouse, Robert and Pam Bezetsny, and Narissa. Once again at the half, our score, the Goldthwaite Eagles on top of the Schulenburg Shorthorns. It's the Eagles 20, the Horns 7, right here on Channel 16. So the Goldthwaite Eagles are making their way onto the field. They're 24 minutes away from possibly back-to-back state championships, but you've got a team with a lot of pride, a lot of tradition, still in the locker room, getting their final words from Coach Hoosman and staff, that they have something to say about it.
Most definitely. We're not real familiar in being in this behind position here, but look for him to. They've done a lot of good at halftime this year. There's been a lot of times we have completely turned the game around at halftime and took control of it. We need that today, definitely.
We need an effort like Refugio. When Refugio was very successful in the first half and held a 14-13 lead, the ball game wound up 33-14. Outscored them 20-14. Hey, a 20-0 shutout here in the second half of the Horns would be just fine with me.
Well, we need to cut down on our mistakes, the bad snap on the punt, the things like that, the misconversions on fourth down. We're keeping them, the distance on us right there by giving up that type of play and so on. We've got to play a more solid of a game. They're not making any mistakes as of right now. They're playing a clean football half, and that's what's making the difference in the game.
Still waiting on the Horns. Here at the half, Schulenburg trails it by a score of 20-7. Tremendous crowd as we've looked across the way several times, of course, at the Goldthwaite folks. But right below us here, the Schulenburg folks and the Schulenburg faithful have really come out strong here on this Saturday evening, where it's getting rather cool now, getting into the evening hours. And it's going to be a little chilly on the second half, Jeff.
Exactly. We need to turn up the heat, as you might want to say it here, and it's all going to start with this first drive on the second half. Every drive is going to be critical from now on when you're down. None more than the first drive.
No doubt about it. Groveton, Schulenburg won the toss and received the football in the first half. So Goldthwaite will get the football to start the second half. And Jeff, we've talked about it here. Schulenburg has got to set the tone defensively again.
Most definitely. They're getting ready to come out now. I hope they had a lot of heart-to-heart in there, and let's make a difference in this game.
Report to the first row off the 50-yard line on the Schulenburg side.
Here they come. Down by 13 at the half for the Schulenburg Shorthorns. And they get coming out here to snake through the crowd. Good reception, Jeff.
We need the crowd to really help this team out and give them a lot of support. Bring them back in this game.
David Raines, the headhunter, leading them out. This young man has had one great season, Chad Ginnert. He's got to just come off and just knock somebody in the mouth. The defense has got to play the black attack style they played all season long and get this thing back into our favor.
We need something big to happen here.
Schulenburg will kick it off here to start the second half, and they trail 20-7 at the half of the Class 2A State Championship on Channel 16. We've got the advantage of watching the HSC 4A, Class 4A State Championship game, and we're watching it up above us. They've shown the highlights of the Schulenburg-East Bernard game, where Stephen Sarton was one of the players of the year, along with Keith Cockrum, quarterback for Groveton, and Shane Leckler from East Bernard, but only two are out here tonight. That's Cockrum and Sarton. We need one of the, boy, they're showing a lot of highlights of Stephen. It sure would be nice to get those things going again. There's the long bomb to Jamie Jackson. We need to see some of those things out here tonight live. And you never know. We just may. Got a few of the E-Dogs out there, Jeff. They want to make a statement.
Exactly. They want to put their Shorthorn stamp on the Eagles this second half, and let's get this thing off to the right start.
24 minutes of football. Kevin Fishbeck, Jeff Proschke, Greg Uloa on the film, and as always, Rodney Mahawkey with our stats, and Roland Proschke, our spotter. We're going to get it going, Shorthorns. Down by 13 points to start the second half. Here we go. Knuckleball type kick taken at the 28-yard line and knocked down at the 30. This young man did not want to go up the middle of the field.
I don't blame him.
You got to have your defense who's won so many ball games, or no, well, they've set the tone in so many ball games, have been part of all the 15 wins. They have got to get it going. Just across the 30-yard line is where the Goldthwaite Eagles will start. Cockrum, the man under, has a lot of room.
That's been killing us all day. We've got to, no doubt about it now, we've got to stop it now.
Just took the snap, went off the right side for about 8 yards. Second down and 2. Not the way he wanted to start things. We've just started the second half. It's 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Pitch it wide. Get out there.
Better.
Sam Brown.
Much better.
Sam the man. He's got to get him fired up. Chad Ginnert as well out there.
Sam Brown.
Lose a yard or no gain, however you want to look at it. It's still 3rd and a long 2.
We need a big play here from the defense.
They've got to get across the 40. You know, you look at, you got a lot of football left, but this is big. I mean, from here on out, 3rd down plays, 4th down plays, they're big.
Everything's big from now on.
3rd and a long 2. Hand it off. No, he didn't get it. Chad Ginnert,
All right.
the headhunter.
Big defensive play. Boy, we needed that.
What a play by the All-Stater. That is huge.
Jamie Jackson, number 50.
4th down, and Goldthwaite will line up the punt.
Number 12, Keith Cockrum, and D1.
Jamie Jackson is deep. Good snap. Good punt. Going to hang up and hit And roll. Jackson will take it at about the 15, 20. Shake fakes 25. On and knocked out of bounds. Jamie Jackson has still gone the entire year without a first man touching him on a punt.
Need a big drive now.
Defense, 3 and out. Offense, you got to go that way. Listen to him. Horns start at the 27. 9:50 to go in the third. Goldthwaite has just gone 3 and punt. Horns trail 20-7. Starting the quarterback with Derek Jackson and Bradley Wright in the backfield. Bezetsny out to the left, Jamie Jackson over here to the right. We'll pitch it to Derek Jackson. Cuts it up, nothing there.
Nothing.
Goldthwaite is quick enough to where they can get outside and try to force the play, and that's what they did there.
They are well prepared. I'm real impressed with the coaching job that's done on them. They've been well prepared. They've read everything. They've, held us to a relatively low half. I know 200-something yards is still a pretty strong half, but the bend not break attitude that they've had, has been very successful.
2nd down and 10 for Schulenburg. Split backs, 2 receivers out to the left. Fumble. Fumble. And I think Goldthwaite may have gotten it.
Oh, no.
They did.
Go.
There was a miscommunication. And Goldthwaite will recover it. Something about the Goldthwaite coaching staff you mentioned, Jeff. I, at halftime, had a chance to visit with some of the administrators from Goldthwaite, sort of by accident. And they were just saying how much they were surprised at the attitude of the coach. He's going all out on this one. He is doing things that they haven't done this season and really mixing it up. They're real impressed. You think they're impressed? We're doubly impressed.
Best team I've seen this year, by far.
Big break. Let's see if the defense can come back alive. Ball to 32. Option. Quarterback's got a seam. Runs it up. Stand him up.
Too many yards on first down.
They are still getting the big yardage. Dennert and Brown.
Number 72, Sam Brown, also in on that tackle.
Tyson Romine was also there. That's still a nice gain of 5.
Scrimmage is now the 27-yard line. About 5 needed for the first.
Ball to the 27 for the Eagles, following the Schulenburg fumble. Uncharacteristic. Second down and 5. Quarterback will keep it. Gets hit, still on his feet, knocked down. About the 24.
Boy, I am really impressed with his strength. 180 pounds and just tough as nails.
Bolzer with a tackle, and now it's 3rd down and 2. Third down and 2 for the Goldthwaite Eagles.
Don't look for him to do anything out of the ordinary. I may be wrong, but
Quarterback.
this time is running. It's in their favor.
That's what they want. Pitch it wide. Get him out there. There goes the flag. There's the holding.
Have the first call of the game.
Hopefully, if it wasn't a face mask.
Yep.
Holding Goldthwaite.
Here we go.
Rodney Mahawkey made the comment at halftime, we have not had a holding call all night long on either side.
And the thing is, Kevin, it's been there.
Almost.
It has been there.
Yeah. It's going to back them up from the spot. It'll be still 3rd down, and now about 10. That is a big play.
Big play.
A holding penalty against the Eagles. Close the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 10.
32.
Ball back outside the 32. Got to get it going, black attack. Quarterback rolls. Wants to throw. Oh, he threw it in the dirt. Sam is all over him. 4th down.
Good pressure by the line made that possible. So, you know, what do you do here? 3rd and 10 from your 32? What do you do?
Go for it.
You go for it, yeah.
They got to have another defensive stop here, and let's get something going with the offense. Clock is stopped at 7:12 left in the 3rd quarter. Shorthorns trail 20-7. Fourth down. Motion out here. Dump it across.
No.
Oh, big hit.
Oh.
Sarton laid a lick.
A little bit behind him.
Even if he catches it, he gets
He
knocked
wasn't
to the
going to make
dirt.
the first down with the catch, but good defensive stand again by the Horns.
This defense is wanting this gold trophy. The offense wants it just as much. They just have to get in sync.
Just need to get on track.
Yeah. You've heard of teams trying too hard.
Maybe that's our case. Settle down.
Not at a panic stage by any means. They may want to stunt. Fumble the ball, picked it up, make something happen. He's down at the 40. Stephen fumbled that one twice. Maybe he's seeing those stunts come out. I don't know.
That ball looks mighty slick to me. I don't know what the problem is down here, but
he still gained 8. 2nd down and 2. 6:40 left in the 3rd. Boy, this second half has flown by. Split backs. Quarterback sneak. He's hit, gets away. Starting still on his feet. 1st down. Gain of 6 to the 46.
okay.
That's one thing you talked about, Jeff.
We need the ball in his hand more to run a little more.
First down, Shorthorns. Ball at the 46. You look at those first 2 drives, we're just, plays away from doing things. On the first drive, 2 drives of the first of the game. But that's all the water under the bridge now.
Steady drives now. Steady drives.
Starting to throw to Jackson. Swing it out. Gets the block. There he goes. Jamie, the 40, 35. And right there. Oh, what a block.
There we
Segura. And then a late flag.
We don't know who it's on.
Who's that on?
Oh, no.
Who's that on? There's
They're
the
pointing to
Goldthwaite
Schulenburg.
players are pointing to Schulenburg. It may be both ways. Let's hope it's not just against the Horns. It's a dead ball against Schulenburg. It's a 1st down, and now they'll mark it back 15. If I'm right, they'll be 1st and 25.
Schulenburg? No, it's not. It's a spot foul, dead ball. It's a dead ball foul, so they're marking on the sideline there. So
Okay, we'll see what happens. But it is a 1st down.
Still a 1st down, though.
At the 48.
Got to keep your composure.
Yeah. It is 1st down, unsportsmanlike against the Horns. All right, the mark will stay there. I was afraid they were going to set the chains after a dead ball and then move it back on the penalty.
No.
Coach David Hoosman wants to find out what exactly occurred there on the Goldthwaite sideline. No telling what's being said when you cross the way in enemy territory to entice you or whatever. But like you said, you got to keep your head.
The winner of the Schulenburg skate ball, number 454-3293. 454-3293.
5:53 left in the 3rd quarter.
On the 50-yard line.
Schulenburg trailing 20-7. But they have it 1st down and 10. Sarton The draw,
Nothing.
Derek Jackson. It didn't work this time.
Jackson, number 9, all in the area.
Be a loss of about 3.
He's brought down number 76, Paul Winterbush.
Depends where they give him forward progress. Back to the 49. It's a loss of 2.
Second down from the 49-yard line.
Second down for the Horns. Ball at the 49. Starting to throw. Jackson gets away, keeps his feet. The 40. Still on his feet, and then knocked out of bounds. Should have a first down, Jeff. That's a great play.
A good effort to miss that first tackle.
You know, these guys to the booth right to our right are from the UT Athletic Department. You think they're keeping an eye on number 15? First down.
I want to see him wearing maroon and white, though. I'm jealous.
Well, yeah, he feels real home at Kyle Field. You definitely want him on your team.
The way he played in the dome, don't think Houston wasn't looking at him. Cougars like that throwing game.
Yeah, that's not the first great receiver from Schulenburg.
That's going to you.
Willis Adams, Daniel Adams. First down, 10 Horns. Got to get it going. They jump. That's an offside. Derek Jackson, still on his feet. He may have 5 right there.
We'll take the play,
but you always take the penalty because it's first and 5 instead of second and 5.
Exactly.
Good job again by Sarton with the count. And it's a first. It is a offside encroachment. You know, that's what Stephen does too. He changes up that count because Goldthwaite in the first half, they were coming. Snap of the ball, they were there. They were making contact and getting to our linemen. Ball inside the 29 now. Inside of 5 to go in the third. Horns down by 13 points, 20-7. Split backs, 2 receivers, Bezetsny and Jamie Jackson over here. Starting straight ahead.
3 good yards on that.
Up to the 26, will mark it? Or the 25.
So we're looking at
Shot the 20.
You're right.
A good 2 yards. 2 yards to go. But it's only second down. Second and 2. Ball on the 26. Fake the pitch. Goes out more. Intercepted.
Down. He was down.
It's intercepted. They try to dunk to Mark, and it's intercepted. And the defense will have to go back to work. Another wasted opportunity.
Making our own mistakes and shooting ourselves in the foot. They're not as much stopping us as we are.
It's first and 10 Goldthwaite. Trying the little tight end dump. Instead, it wound up in the hands of Goldthwaite.
First and 10 from the 22.
Single step back, quarterback, nothing there.
That's what we need on first down. That's been too long they've been being successful at that. We've got to make the adjustment to stop to that.
Second down. One thing Goldthwaite's going to do, they're going to try to take as much time off the clock as possible.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
We need a fumble. We need something, some kind of turnover.
I don't expect them to put the ball in the air too much here.
Goldthwaite has not turned the football over, whereas Schulenburg has turned it over 3 times. Fumble and a couple interceptions. Quarterback running. Get him out there. Jamie missed him, but there's Chad Dennert. And Sam Brown, Ricky Hernandez. Still third and long.
Goldthwaite looks a step slower than they did earlier. They're not as crisp on their play fakes and their dives and so on. Maybe the total of being on the field so long and a lot of running is maybe taking their toll. Hopefully that'll be true and we'll get the momentum out of this.
Third and long, 6 for Goldthwaite. Defense, you got to do it again. We're same place we're at halftime. 20-7, Goldthwaite. Rolling out.
Got room to run, too.
He's gonna run. He's got the first down and more. Jackson slings him out of bounds.
We've got to keep an eye on this guy. This guy is killing us. I mean, you know, shadow him. Shadow him wherever he goes, do something, because you take him out of the game, they're a lost team.
Yep. The problem is, though, this young man is running this team.
He is killing us.
It's a big gain and a first down. That's just a great play calling. First down and 10 again for the Eagles. Pitch it reverse. Looking to pass. We're out there. He's going to try to run it and gets lit up right there. Tyson had a shot at him, then Paco had him. But their man slipped. Their man slipped.
But we still had good coverage.
Yeah.
We had it read. Jamie was back there waiting on that. And even if he wouldn't have slipped Kevin, he wouldn't have been open, I don't believe. He wasn't going to outrun Jamie.
Situation like that, you may have wanted him to throw the ball because an inexperienced passer, maybe you get an interception, he's on the run, who knows?
Well, one thing, it would have stopped the clock.
Yeah. Second down and 10, no gain on the trickery. Clock is down to 7, 6, 5, they better hurry. They'll get it off. Quarterback keeps it, get out there with him. Get out there with him, Bozo! Get out there!
Much better.
Bozo got him. Great play by Adam Bozo. Is it asking too much to say run him out to the sideline?
Yeah.
Now it's third and long.
Now the 36-yard line. Third down about 14.
Watch the pass. There's no doubt about that, but shadow this quarterback.
Hey, the quarterback made a long run. Third and 10, the last series. Third down, big play time. Quarterback rolling out. Screen, incomplete.
Come on, ref.
We're all in his face, though. Sam and Ricky Hernandez just pelted him. Fourth down, the clock is stopped. Sam Brown looked more like the ball carrier. He got tackled, and he still made the hit.
But again, I'm saying it's right in front of the official, Kevin. How can you miss that call?
Their punter's done a good job tonight. High snap. Here we come. Oh, had to rush in. He gets a good punt. Jackson at the 30. Shakes. Still on his feet. Cuts it back. Not much there.
Good coverage. Real good coverage.
Was a low kick. Surprised they got down so quick. But they did. Defense holds serve. We got to get going. 47 seconds left in the third. 20-7, Goldthwaite on top. They've led the entire way. What counts is who leads when it's double zeros in the fourth quarter. First down and 10. Sarton back to pass to Jackson. Caught, piece nailed.
Leading him a little too much there. He doesn't get a chance to make a move. He's got to go up to get that ball.
Jackson gets hammered, but he's okay. He pops up. And that's the quarterback, Cochran, who made that play.
They're bringing him up to cover Jamie. We need to take him deep, make him run a little bit. He's got good speed, though.
Yes, he does.
He's one of the only ones that's going to be able to stay with Jamie.
Second and 8.
You know, if he throws that ball just a little shorter, a little lower, Jamie has the chance to make that one little move to get by that. When you got to outstretch yourself to get up to that,
takes away a step.
Leaves you wide open also.
Second and 8 for the Horns. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Derek Jackson can't get away. The All-State Shillings wrapped him up. We're down to 12 minutes. We go to the fourth quarter. Goldthwaite 20, Schulenburg 7 here on Channel 16 at the end of 3. Jeff, the fourth quarter has always been good to the Horns. It's got to be real good to them this week.
Boy, we need it now. I mean, stalemate in the third quarter there, not good for Usually we start taking, you know, control of the game during the third quarter, and pretty much two heavyweights boxing it out and nobody getting the best of anybody, really.
3rd and 7 to start the fourth quarter. There's Jamie. Caught. First down. Foot to seat 50. Still on feet 45.
Needed that.
And a first down. Horns.
Really needed that.
18 yards.
You know, maybe that's where we need to look instead of, you know, trying for the big one. Taking what they give you. Taking that 15, 10-yard catch. Give Jamie the chance to run with that ball once he catches it. Slant across the middle. I still like it going north and south.
You bet.
The seam patterns seem to work the best for us.
We've had him open all day on the seam. A lot of opportunities have gone by the wayside for the Horns. They can't let one get away this time. Not here in the fourth quarter. Sarton will keep it. Oh, he's popped. Sarton is nailed by Paul Wiedebusch. 11:15 left to go in the state championship
They alluded
game.
to me as saying they've got some heck of a linebackers, good, solid defensive line, and Lord, they're showing it tonight.
Second down, mark scrimmage just inside the 44.
They have laid some licks, but we have taken them and popped up.
We're just teasing it. It seems like we're moving the ball, doing it, and then when it comes time, boom, we just don't have what it takes to get it through.
2nd and 9. Sarton needs to hurry. He gets it off. Derek Jackson caught from behind.
From a defensive lineman, we're having some problems getting these guys down. They're getting in our backfield and catching us from behind.
Damon Hunt, a 185-pound defensive tackle, caught Derek Jackson from
on a
behind.
quick pitch.
Third and long again, 3rd and 10.
I expected some yardage out of it. It didn't look like it was going to be a whole lot, but definitely not caught in the backfield.
Third down, 10 Horns. Ball at the 45. Starting to pass.
Put him down.
In trouble now, throwing it deep.
Going to be
Intercepted and dropped. Throws it in triple coverage.
and Jackson's open in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
What do you do here? Do you go for it? 9 minutes left.
Jeff, I think you almost have to go for it here. They're going to punt it. I'm wrong, but I don't know. I'm not in the...
You got to rely on your
Fortunately, not in that
defense.
situation.
You know they're going to run the ball, and they're going to rely on their defense. Their defense has been what's got them here this year.
Is it going to be a punt?
Oh, I think so.
And you say in a playoff game years ago, we faked it from our own 6 and made it?
There's the snap we needed.
Good snap. Nice high punt. Take a roll. It does.
Long way.
You're not down at the 10, but it may be back up here close to the 20. They'll mark it there. Because it was possession was not made.
He's giving it up to the 19.
Now move it. Okay. 9:44 left in the ball game. Horns have been stymied on offense tonight. Have had some success. Of all the drives, this is our least successful. You know, you got the big third down pass across the middle. Not what you wanted. And Goldthwaite has the offense just try to run the clock out. Hand it off, Nichols. Starting, jumps on his back. Fumble, ball is loose. Adams picked it up. Flags are down. Adams scores, touchdown. Hold on, flags are down. Flags are down. Flags are down, it may come back.
Picking up the ball, but there's a flag on the field.
Officials are talking with Goldthwaite. And let's see what the ball was fumbled, recovered by Adams, and returned for a touchdown. But we're going to have a face mask against the Horns. Coach Oden, Coach Hoosman cannot believe it.
Well, it was done right away. The flag was thrown right away when the tackle was made, so, you know, it's hard to see from here.
And what's worse, Goldthwaite keeps the ball.
1st and 1.
Ball's at 29. Big break that goes against him. Quarterback sneak, 1st down and more.
And he's going to hold on to the ball with both hands, as of every carry is going to be that way.
Got to get a turnover, got to get something. Time is running out on the Horns. Down 20-7. Shorthorns won the state championship 1972. Returned in 75 and didn't win the championship. Lost in the finals. Then won it in 91 and 92. They're back here in 94. They trail 20-7. Hand it off, nothing much there, and it's now 2nd down and 7, but the clock runs inside of 9 minutes.
That's what hurts the most.
They may just let him run the ball all night. Sarton and Ginnard on the tackle. 2nd and 7 from the 35. Got to stop him on this possession. Cochran will run it. They had him, and they get him down right there. 3rd down. They'll try to run this down inside of 8 minutes.
Maybe we need to start going after the ball or whatever, you know. Okay, let's go.
3rd down and 6, Jeff. This is gut check time. This is crucial. You got to get after it right here. 3rd and a long 5.
Watch a little slip or something at the tight end. Here we go, right there.
There he is. He's wide open, too. He's going to runs his own arm and throws it. And it's knocked away by Stephen Adams. Huge play by the All-Stater.
He was open, too. Lord, was he open for a long time.
He was all, yeah. Boy, that's a big play.
A long time he was open.
4th down, got to punt it. With 7:52 left in the game.
Stopping the clock a little bit anyway.
But the man was wide open.
He was open for 20 yards, and luckily enough, we had enough pressure on him where he couldn't get a chance to get the pass away till the last minute. And luckily enough, Adams had enough presence of mind to come all the way across the field and make the play.
Bad snap. We need some. There it is! There's the bad snap! He's down! He's down! Jeff, I called it!
Woo! We need it down.
I called it! I said a bad snap! That's where we need it! That's what we needed. I just called it when he snapped it.
Boy,
we got to punch it in.
The break we needed, got to take advantage of it. No 3, no anything. We need points. 7.
Now you got to get them going. You got to rock and roll this place. And 10 from the 10. Jackson and Ryder in the backfield. Horns trying to come alive. Starting to throw. They pick it up the blitz. Throws. Touchdown! Eric Aiding!
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Horns! Eric Aiding! Eric Aiding! Just like that. Just like that, Eric Aiding catches it from Sarton. That's on the money. 7:42 left. This is a new one. Horns will kick the extra point. It's going to be Shepard. This is big. 20-13 to put us within 6. Good snap. Kick is good!
All right.
7:42 left. Jeff, there's life in Schulenburg, Texas.
We're not dead yet.
Don't ever count out the Schulenburg Shorthorns. You're going to give them an inch. They're going to try to take a mile. They did it that possession. Your defense has been playing outstanding the second half. They got to do it one more time, gang.
One good thing about this is they can't afford to sit on the ball anymore, Goldthwaite. They have to maybe go back to a little more aggressive of game plan. Can't afford to sit and run the ball, say, hey, we're going to let us defense do it again.
7:42 left in the ball game, and it's 20-14 Goldthwaite. You know, the first snap of the game on a punt, on their first time they punted, was high.
Made him jump.
And I'm just hoping, you know, give us a break. Good gosh, every break in the world is going against us today. And we got a break, and we took advantage of it. We got new life, and now it's time to suck it up and go. $7:42 left in the state championship. And the Horns are back in this thing when it looked like they were close to being out of it. Schramek will be aboard to kick it away.
Is it too much to ask for another big fumble or a big play or something to that effect? Is it too much to ask for that?
Not at all. Good swivel kick. They will. That's a live football. Pick it up. Get the ball. Get the ball.
Who's got it? Let's see who's got it.
Jeff Licken, but it's coming our way.
It's okay.
You can feel the tide. Now your defense has to just button it up. We had someone complaining earlier about this camera deck kind of rocking.
It might rock a little more if things
I tell you what, this thing may come down if things go our way in the next 7:38. 7:38 left. Goldthwaite 10 deep at the 12. They almost didn't pick that up.
36, Crawford 13.
First and 10, Goldthwaite. Quarterback keeper wants to throw, hit, and it's
all right, behind him. Okay, that clock stops. That helps us.
And Sarton and Ginnert lit him up. I'm saying Brown and Ginnert. You just said they may have to get out of their game plan.
Now's the time we turn it up heavy.
7:33 left. 20-14.
A lot of time.
Plenty of time for either team. I just want that football back without them scoring. I don't care how much time is left, because we know what the Horns can do. We got to get the ball. Clock is stopped. 2nd and 10 from the 12. And quarterback keeper, no!
All right.
Not much there. 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Tyson Romine comes up big. The junior transfer student comes up real big.
Yeah, but I can't look.
I'll call it the best I can. With all your ties to Schulenburg High School, Jeff, I know what you're going through. I don't even know what you're going through. It's bad enough what I'm going through. 3rd and 8. Quarterback wants to pass. Get him back there. Paco! Quarterback says Paco!
Okay.
But defense has done it again.
We should get the ball fairly good field position here.
Mess around long enough and good things are going to happen. How about another snap over his head? Good snap. Bad punt.
Pick it up. Oh, no.
Jackson at midfield. Shakes and bakes. The 45, 41. Right there at the 40-yard line.
All right. We're in good shape.
All right. Did you see the block by Tyson Romine?
Everybody's got to do their part.
Here we go, Horns. Can you, Jeff, to change the phrase a little bit, can you feel things getting a little tight across the way?
You know, you hate to be in their position. Even though you're in the lead, I don't know if I'd want to be in that position.
1st and 10 Horns, 6:09 left in the ball game. Goldthwaite 20-14 lead. Sarton, go up top to Jackson. Caught. Gets away. Come on, get away from him, Jamie. Get on his feet.
Good catch. Good catch. Okay.
That's to about the 32, 33. Anytime this Horn team does anything right, this crowd is just on their backs. I mean, just outstanding support.
Everybody's up. We got to really give it to them now.
Kind of reminds you of some games over at Kyle Field with the 12th man up the whole game. 3rd down and 3 for the Horns. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. 5:35 to go in the ball game. Horns need a touchdown and an extra point to take the lead. Sarton rolling, looking, throwing it out to Jackson. Oh no! Intercepted. I don't know where he was throwing the ball. And Sarton sitting at the 40-yard line thinking, my goodness. Now, did this momentum carry him in?
I don't know. They're giving him on the 1.
They're giving it at the 1. They may question that.
I don't think Goldthwaite's going to question that a bit. They're going to say, hey, we got the ball. That's all we really want.
The interception, the 3rd of the year. Sarton came in with 5 on the season, or 4 on the season. 3 in this ball game. 5:17 left. 20-14 Goldthwaite, but they're under the shadows of their own goal line. You look for the quarterback trying to come up the middle.
Yeah, that's the play I see right now. They're keeping it tight and trying to push.
It's going to go down to the wire, Jeff.
Well, it looks. Well, it's the way it ought to be in a state game.
Quarterback sneak, not much there.
You got about a good 2 yards on it, though.
Okay. But watch this man so he doesn't fool you.
Pop
Hit him with a tackle
out on him.
Clock rolls inside of 5 minutes to go now. The Horns went for it all, and it backfired. 2nd and 8 from the 3. Watch the tight end get out. Get him back there.
Okay.
Starting later lick up to about the 6, gain of 3. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5, maybe a long 5, a short 6, long 5. Depends on where the mark is.
Should be about the 6-yard line.
6.5. We got about 6.5 yards to go.
3rd and a long 5.
3rd and 5.
All right.
3rd and 5 for Goldthwaite. 4:20 left in the game.
Another big play.
20-14 the score. Goldthwaite in the lead. Ball at the 6. 3rd down and 5. Quarterback, keep it. Got to get him out there.
Got him. No, he didn't make it.
He did not make it to the 10. And it should be 4th down. He's out of bounds. They're running the clock.
4th and 1.
Now they finally stopped the clock.
4th and a long 1.5
is,
almost.
there it is.
Okay.
I don't think you can gamble and go.
You're a brave man if you do that. They might be going for it.
No, they may be.
Well, the quarterback's the kicker, so.
They are going
punt.
to line up to punt.
Okay.
Now they call a timeout. 3:47 left in the ball game. Goldthwaite, 4th down and about 1.5 yards from their own 10, but they lead Schulenburg 20-14 here on Channel 16. Cochran will line to punt, but let's see if he does. Deep in their own territory. Good snap. He's going to take a safety. Hey, that works. That'll work for us, because then we get the football. All right, there's a safety with 3:42 left. With the score, Goldthwaite 20, Schulenburg 16, but the Horns will get the football and possibly win it with a touchdown drive. Jeff, what's the thinking on that?
I don't understand that. He had a lot of room to punt. It wasn't like he was back on his back line. I can see that when you're back there. Maybe 20, 30 yards difference in the drive maybe, but I don't know. Those 2 points look pretty big right now. You know, whereas a touchdown would have tied you, they had to make the extra point to do it. This way, a touchdown wins the game for you. Forget about the extra point.
20-16, interesting play calling. If it backfires, the people from Goldthwaite are going to have a cow. Now it'll be a free kick. And Barrera will kick it.
He's going to kick it off. Okay.
From the tee, from the 20. And we should get the ball in decent field position. Now, is there... I don't know. Horns will come up to the 30. Man, this is what it's all about. 3:42 left. A 4-point ball game. It's a 4-point game. Brer will kick it off. Short kick. Get out of bounds.
Get on the ball. Thank you.
All right, Bozel at the 50-yard line.
Okay.
That's great. We have the ball at midfield. A touchdown puts the Horns in the lead. Something they have not had tonight. 3:41 left, and it's 20-16. Jeff, there's plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time. I'd like to see about a 3.5-minute drive and punch it in from the 1. Give them about 10, 11 seconds.
You're greedy.
I mean, I know
the way our defense is playing, any time is good. Sarton wants to pass. Looking and throwing deep. There's the man, Jackson. Up for grabs, incomplete.
Good coverage again.
And Jackson made a good play to keep that one away from being intercepted. They approve they can do the coverage. 2nd and 10. Clock is stopped at 3:33 left. Who's trying to go deep on it? Second down and 10. The clock is stopped. Goldthwaite's offense in the second half, Goldthwaite's offense has pretty much been non-existent. The Horns have come alive. Good snap. Adams caught.
Got it. First down.
I don't know, his knee went down.
Close.
It should be close.
Oh, it's close.
That is a pure timing pattern.
You know, that was hell of a coverage on him.
It's going to be close, but as Rodney Mahawke's pointed out, that's 4-down territory. You got 2 to make it.
This late in the game, it's 4-down territory. There's no doubt about that.
That is a pure timing pattern because that ball was in the air when Adams made his cut. It's a first down.
Boy, that player was right on him. On the money was the throw. A good catch, and I mean, it was simultaneous contact. A good play by the defensive back, but even better play by the quarterback and the receiver there. You can't say enough about that job. I saw York pull out and pick up the rushing lineman, and the line gave him a lot of time there, and affordability to throw a good strike.
Horns trail 20-16. Clock rolling down to 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the ball game. Starting to throw. There's Jackson. Wasn't even close to Jamie. Second down.
A little bit of rush on that throw. He had a little more time, I think. It's more of a timing pattern. Just a little bit off there. Doesn't hurt us too much. Still got 3 minutes left in the game here.
Second down. 3 minutes on the clock. 2nd and 10. Horns with 3 timeouts. Goldthwaite with 2. Second down at the 40-yard line. Sarton, back, looking, has time, can run it. He will. And out of bounds.
Come on.
At the 35, right in front of Coach Hoosman. One of the call didn't get it. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, as Rodney said again, 2 downs to get 5 yards. No doubt about that.
2:52 left. Just shy of the 35. We need the 30. Clock stopped, 2:52 left in the ball game. Horns trail 20-16. They jump, they get back. Derek Jackson, first down and more. Derek at the 20, the 16-yard line. 16.
Go, young man.
I said it. He's going to have a big night. That's his biggest run of the year.
Not biggest in terms of importance.
That's what I'm saying. 2:45 left. Clock rolls at the 16-yard line. 20-16 Schulenburg. You're at the 16. Now's when the horns get deadly. Too many weapons. They jump, start and sneak.
He gains almost 5 on that play.
To 13. Maybe the 12.
12.
Gain of 4.
I like that. Take a little bit of that time off that clock.
That's exactly what they're doing.
If we do score, let's leave them a little bit as we can. 3 doesn't do us any good. Gotta have that score.
Horns trail 20-7 at the half. They now trail 20-16. Less than 2 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 6 from the 12. Starting to pass. The fake to Jackson. It's caught, touchdown.
No!
Oh, this thing went out of bounds.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. They say the foot is out of bounds.
Boy, that's a hard
Now it's 3rd and 6. That could have been the one to send this deck rocking. Third down and 6 from the 12. Jeff's not watching. Jeff, we're going to call it for you. Shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Sarton, quick out to Jackson over his head. Wasn't even close, threw it way over Jamie's head. And Jamie had all kinds of room. This is your state championship possibly right here. 4th and 6. They don't make, and a timeout will be called. 1:42 left in the ball game. With a timeout on the field here on Channel 16. The meeting is over. It's 4th down and 6. Ball is at the 12. Horns trail 20-16. They have to get a first down. Starting rolling. Has time. Has a block. Will throw it. Caught, intercepted. Man is still on his feet. He may go all the way. This, is he out of bounds? He's out of bounds. Long run for nothing. It's a long run for nothing. They say he's out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Fourth interception of the night. With 1:27 left, all Goldthwaite has to do is take the knee. You're so close, but so far away. It is 20-16, but Goldthwaite is just 1:27 away from claiming back-to-back state championships like the Shorthorns did in '91 and then again in '92. Ball is at the 17-yard line. First down. The Horns going to try to strip the ball. Not much air, call timeout. Timeout is called at 1:21 left. Horns still have 2. Horns will have 1, okay. We want to thank some folks who made it possible all year long. Here on Channel 16, they include Tom and Dolores Sanders, Gallup Supermarket, Leo's Stop and Shop, Leo's Sheer Genius, and upstairs at the downstairs. Record Rack, Barry and Melissa Shepard, Carrie and Lori Bauer, Jean Barber and Christine Gintert, Royce and Jeanette Huja, Casper's Department Store, Frank's Supply, Swanky Baumgarten Funeral Home, 3D Bell Company, and Frank's Restaurant, I-10 Highway 77 in Schulenburg. A minute and 21 seconds left. Goldthwaite has it, 2nd and 10 from the 17. They lead 20-16. This has been an all-out war. Handed off, quarterback keeps it, got him, timeout. With 1:16 left, and that's 3rd down. Now they run another play and then let it go down. And Horns could possibly get the ball with about 30 seconds left. We have seen stranger things from the Schulenburg Shorthorns, a la against the Victory Class 4A Wheatley down in Houston. Horns 15-0, Goldthwaite 14-0-1. Horns called the timeout. It's not over. Horns have no more timeouts. 3rd down, stop them quickly. Hey, then you never know if you get a bad snap on the punt.
Then again, you might do the same thing again, run out the back of the end zone.
And then we get the ball short and let Shepard kick one long. Possibly. Somebody move. It looks like their right side moved.
You know, that is something to think about. If he does take the safety, all it takes is a field goal.
Well, all it takes is a field goal, and Shepard can kick him from 50. He was doing it in a pregame. Did they see that? We don't know.
This thing isn't over yet.
No. Now with 1:16 left, these people that are leaving may miss one hell of a finish. 1:16 to go. 3rd down and long. They're going to keep the ball on the ground, you expect.
What do you think?
Quarterback sneak. Pile them up right down there. Stop them there. The clock will run.
1:12, 11. Okay,
let's unpile them. Let's set the ball. Get out of the way, you big lineman. Set the football.
Okay.
Start the clock.
Come on, ref. Okay,
there
1 minute left.
1 minute left.
35 seconds.
We'll get, yeah.
Or about that time. Maybe 20, maybe 30 by the time the punt's off.
Even if they take the 5-yard penalty here.
Right. That might help us a little bit.
Jamie is due to bust one.
Boy, would that be sweet right now or what?
And Goldthwaite's going to call a timeout.
That kind of helps, doesn't it?
39 seconds left. And the clock is stopped. It ain't over. That lady hadn't even started to warm up her voice. 20-16, Goldthwaite leading Schulenburg here on Channel 16. Jeff, it's 4th down and 16. Goldthwaite will punt. If they take the same, maybe the guy runs around for a while.
Maybe.
But he better do it in the end zone. If he takes the safety and then they kick it, who knows? Then we can take a field goal to win it.
But that helped us. That saved us about 9 seconds right there. Another one?
Another timeout.
That one? I don't understand that.
Goldthwaite's burning them off.
I don't quite understand that one. Maybe we're setting up for the block, and they're just trying to set their offense up to that.
I don't know what they're doing. But while we have this time, win, lose, or draw on this one tonight, Schulenburg Shorthorns, you're a class act.
Exactly.
And I've certainly enjoyed being a part of all these games. Thanks to the Booster Club for getting me involved. Keep me around the, the sports end of it. And Jeff, I tell you what, we've seen some great ones. Like I said, though, this one is not over.
I'll tell you, I enjoy nothing more than being involved with this school. I'll tell you that. I take a lot of pride in our community and school, and this is just another example right here.
As an alumnus, businessman, and a school board member, You're quite involved. Booster Club. I was told you even wash the jersey some days. Is that right?
Well, my wife doesn't say too much about that.
4th down, they're out of timeouts.
4th and 16 from the 11.
How about a bad snap and we recovered for a touchdown? Here comes the block. Oh, we almost blocked it. Hey, this is a short punt. Get out of
Look at
bounds.
that ball. Take off, though.
It's out of bounds. Just across the 50 with 29 seconds left.
Long way to go.
It can be done. Sarton almost blocked that one.
Almost got to it.
29 seconds left. Everything's got to go to the sidelines or deep.
You probably got 2 plays called in the huddle here.
Oh, yeah.
More than likely. If you do complete one in the middle, you got to hurry up and get to the line.
1st and 10, this is it. Horns have another crack at it. After all the missed opportunities, this would be sweet to end it right here. Sarton rolling. Backside. Throwing.
Tipped.
The ball is
at the
tipped.
line.
Intended for aiding. And they're running a receiver with Jamie Jackson, which is good. They'll try to confuse him. I think maybe Coach Huseman's setting that up, going short, and then maybe go for it all.
Well, they know we're going to go for it.
Get that all-state connection there. 25 seconds left on the clock. Horns had 6 first-team all-staters. That's the most Coach Huseman's ever coached.
And that's
at 1 year.
And they need to step it up right now. This is where the cream rises to the top. And either way, both of these teams have played one heck of a game.
Quick out to Adams in jail.
Maybe a little room. No help.
He's got to get out. Jeff, the clock never started.
That'll work.
The clock never started. Clock never started.
Let's go.
Now it's rolling, but it never started on the play. Uh-oh.
Yeah, how do you decide how many you take off now?
You don't. You bring it back and replay it.
Maybe you do.
I don't know. The clock never started. Just reminds you of Wheatley when we had no clock at all. And we were fortunate enough to win that one. They haven't done anything with the clock. Is it just going to be a free play?
I don't know.
They got a safety playing back at about the 20-yard line. They still have not moved the clock. It's still on 25 seconds. Coach Huseman visiting with the officials. Now the Goldthwaite coaches want to talk. I don't see how you can determine, Jeff.
How many seconds?
They're still waiting. They're still talking.
They're running it down.
Run it down to how much?
You've got to be kidding.
13 seconds remaining.
12 seconds on that play? That's kind of hard to believe.
I don't know. It's 3rd down. 13 seconds left. 3rd down. Will they start the clock then? When the official moves out of the way, will they start the clock? Horns have to be ready for it.
Yeah, definitely.
2 deep safeties back. They're backing everybody up. They start it. Clock is rolling. Get the playoff. Here it is. Sarton wanting to throw across the middle. It's caught.
But he won't get it.
It will
That's
stop.
gonna be the ball.
It'll stop to set the chains. It'll stop to set the chains. You down the football. Jamie, you got to get up.
Get up, get up.
They will down. It's 3 seconds left. Horns have to be ready for it. They will down the football. There it is.
There it is. Okay,
All
one
right, 1 second left. We're 1 second away from from crowning a state champion. I told you it was coming down to the end. And the Horns have it at the 33. Horns have it at the 33. Ball game cannot end on a defensive penalty. Just think about that. This is the final play of the state championship.
There's that screen.
There's a screen to Jackson.
Won't get there.
That won't get there. Still on his feet, that's it. And that's the ball game, gain of 18. But the Goldthwaite Eagles have repeated as Class 2A champions. Final score, 20-16. And oh, what might have been. What might have been for these Schulenburg Shorthorns. It's going to end on the turf of Memorial Stadium here in Austin. The final score, the Schulenburg Shorthorns losing it to the Goldthwaite Eagles, 20-16. As we take a look on the field, you can see the hurt and the pain in the eyes of these guys. They've been on both ends. And if you're Goldthwaite, you feel you have just a little bit of revenge from 2 years ago. Class act, the Horns end their season 15-1. Goldthwaite wins the state championship 15-0-1. And you saw it all right here on Channel 16. Coach David Hoosman meets for the last time with a number of seniors who have led his team to the state finals, falling short here 20-16 to the Goldthwaite Eagles, who now have won back-to-back state championships, 93-94, Schulenburg back-to-back 91-92, Groveton back-to-back 89 and 90. Is it only fitting? I don't know. It was a heck of a football game here tonight between the Shorthorns and the Eagles. The Shorthorns had to fight from behind the entire way. In the first quarter, Conrad on a 16-yard run gave Goldthwaite a 6-0 lead with 6:39 left. Then Cochran's 7-yard run, the two-point conversion, no good. 12-0 Goldthwaite with 1:15 left in the first quarter. But then the Horns got it going. Sarton to Adams, 36 yards. Shepard's kick made it 12-7 with 11:53 left. Then with 2:58 left in the second quarter, Horton's 17-yard run and a two-point conversion run gave Goldthwaite the 20-7 lead. In the fourth quarter, the Horns came alive. Sarton found Eric Aiding 10 yards out. Shepard's kick was good. It was 20-14. Horns pinned Goldthwaite deep. They were forced to take a safety on a punt, and it was 20-16 with 3:42 left in the ball game. Schulenburg had a shot to an interception, had another shot, had another interception, and then the final play of the game came up just a little bit short, and the Horns' season ends at the 15-yard line here at the turf of Memorial Stadium. Taking a look at the statistics compiled by Rodney Mahawkey, the game statistics for the Schulenburg Shorthorns. Derek Jackson, 11 carries, 62 yards. Sarton, 11 carries, 48 yards. Bradley Wright, 3 carries, 11 yards, and David Raines, 2 for 11. Sarton was 18 of 34, 267, 4 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Jamie Jackson, 10 for 164. It was Bezetsny, 2 for 19. Adams, 2 for 46, a touchdown. Aiding, 2 for 10 and a touchdown. Raines, 1 for -3, and Mark, 1 for 33. Total offense for the Horns tonight, 399 yards. For the Goldthwaite Eagles, their big ball carrier was their quarterback, Cochran, 104 yards on 24 carries. He had 162 yards on the ground. Passing, he was only 2 of 8 for 58 yards, 220 yards. Total Shorthorns almost total offense at halftime, 181 for Goldthwaite. They finished with 220. Your black attack defense did the great job again in the second half. Tried to turn it around, had a chance, and you just come up short. In these games, you know, it's one of those things. And once again, we take our hats off to the Schulenburg Shorthorns they end a great season, 15-1. Jeff, we've been here all year. It's just got to hurt the players, the families, the fans, everybody, the administration, school board, I mean, the whole town. But it's one of these things these kids will look back on in years to come and say, we were one of the best teams in the state, ranked #1 all year, but just fall a little short here in the final game.
Kevin, 200 and some odd teams in the state of Texas in the Class 2A, and you're in the top 2. You can't be disappointed. Of course you're disappointed that the game didn't come out the way you wanted it, but my God, we are successful. We're a successful program. We're going to continue to be that way. As long as we have the fan support, the coaching staff, and the want by these young men, we're still going to be there. Look for us to come back. You know, we got a strong team coming back next year.
Got a great nucleus, but we're going to miss some seniors, and we owe it to them to recognize our seniors this year. What a great job. Jared Schromick, Kurt Bezetsny, Eric Aiding, Joseph Moore, Steven Sarton, Kevin Mark, Barry Shepard, Ricky Hernandez, Dustin Bozel, Paco Valenzuela, the headhunter, Chad Ginnert, Chris Yurk, Donovan Hujay, Greg Segura, Brad Mahichek, and Brad Mahichek is the final senior. A lot of senior leadership is gone, but you still have a great nucleus for next year.
Real good class. Can't say enough about Goldthwaite tonight. They well coached, made the big play when they had to. I mean, never overpowering, just at the right time, at the right place, and kept us off the scoring board.
All right, it's been fun. Enjoyed it throughout the year. Hats off again, Coach David Hoosman. A lot of milestones set this year. Hoosman winning the 100th game of his career. Steven Sarton with a huge season.
You know, he came less than what 40 or 50 yards from the 2A.
About 100 yards maybe.
All-time passing leader. You know, you can't say enough about that young man.
No, you can't. Your All-Staters had 6 of them on the first team, a whole host in the second, and the honorable mentions. Jamie Jackson set the Class 2A receiving mark. Try to break it next year if he's out there on the wing, or who knows where he may be next year. And just a super job. It's been a heck of a good time throughout the year. But, as you said, it comes to an end, but the Horns showed class from the first snap against Hallettsville until the final snap against Goldthwaite.
The good thing about this game, Kevin, the fans had to be in it the whole way. I mean, when you finish the game on their 15-yard line, you think of 10 more seconds, 5 more seconds, 1 more second, one more shot. We possibly could have won this game. I mean, it never was over. Really never was over.
Not until the final gun.
Exactly.
Greg Eola has been giving you these great pictures all season long. Greg has done a great job, and we appreciate his help. Rodney Mahawkey providing some statistics for us, and Roland always keeping us loose up here. Jeff, it's been a great ride. We've certainly enjoyed it.
Hope we have a successful year. Next year we can take some long trips again.
We're looking forward to it. For Jeff Proschke and the Schulenburg Shorthorns, state runners-up in 1994 Class 2A football, I'm Kevin Fisher.